just like this. This is how it starts. Shorty's taking a step back. Maybe he'll be in focus.
I don't even care. If it's blurry, don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Me, don't give a fuck.
Whoa, there you are.
Hey, there I am. I don't
Hey,
look
there
blurry.
he is. Look at everything fixed itself. So I was actually, Teddy brought this up to me previously.
Oh, Lord.
That your camera angle is different literally every single video. She's like, oh, it's different this time. I had to explain to her, because I think we did it off camera. Yeah, Teddy's actually here right now. But I had to explain to her that if someone ties their shoes backwards, your fucking tripod falls. Like,
So can I tell you? So the
if someone doesn't give exact change, Shorty's camera just swan dives into the desk.
So the tripod, I need to buy a new one, but you're gonna laugh at this, but I literally have a DSLR camera sitting on one side of the tripod to hold it up so it doesn't lean and fall to the right. It's literally just sitting on the desk up against the tripod leg.
Why don't you use your DSLR camera?
I'm not doing that. No.
Shorty!
It's not gonna fit on this. It's not gonna.
That's like,
it's not gonna fit on this.
That's like parking a Lamborghini under your moped so that it doesn't sink into your driveway.
First off, this podcast is not Lamborghini material. Okay, I appreciate you thinking that it is.
We're Lamborghini. What's the saying? Champagne.
Champagne on a Bud Light budget.
Yeah, champagne dreams
Something
on
like
a Bud Light budget. Miller Light. I don't know. What do you prefer?
Hey,
Shorty, what do you drink, dude?
Like
drink vodka, right?
Liquor?
Yeah.
Yeah, vodka.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, so I know we're waiting for Demand to come on the show today.
Yeah.
I know Demand's been on before. We really love making fun of him because he's blind. So why the fuck not? And honestly, he probably didn't watch the last episode.
Actually, I'm going to record this entire podcast with my eyes closed just to show some.
I do want to say, if you did not listen to last week's episode, Logan's, I had a little issue with my editing this week, but I was editing the social stuff, and I think I almost fell out of my chair 15 times.
Dude.
And Logan's just this like straight laced, just the voice in him is just like, he'll tell the joke and it's just, I don't know what it is. It's just fucking funny.
Dude, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. He was so funny.
Also, we can't confirm or deny whether he peed on the podcast. Just throwing that out there. We heard it. He did have to go to the restroom. It was like 2.5 hours of the show. So, you know, we're not responsible for any people dying because they don't pee. So,
yeah. So we genuinely just want to make sure that people do pee when they have to. It can lead to some serious complications. So make sure you take care.
So true story, the radio company I worked for before it was called Odyssey, it was called Intercom. And they, back in the day, we used to do these bits and stuff on the radio, and it would be just kind of hilarious. And so this is way back in the day. These night show jocks were doing this bit called Wee for a Wee. So they would bring people in, you drink like a gallon of water, and they had to hold your pee. Last person to hold their pee won, right? So all these doctors were calling in, and they're like, you can't do this. This is like, people could get seriously hurt, blah, 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 blah. DJ's like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. One of the girls died during the contest.
During the contest?
Yeah, they had to call the ambulance, the whole thing. And the FCC got involved, and this is how serious it was. Not only was the family awarded money, the FCC revoked the license to the frequency for the radio station. So it was like, whatever frequency, whatever. They're like, no, dog, like, you can't be doing that. And look, I mean, like, and I don't know what happened to the DJs. I don't know them. I never met them. I don't even know what their names are, but clearly, like, we do bits and stuff, but behind the scenes, there are those like, all right, like, I'm going to do this on the show. What are the consequences? Like, one time I did this, and I really wasn't that serious, and I don't know why they got on to me about it. I did this thing with Miley Cyrus. So she was doing the Wrecking Ball tour where she was like licking the wrecking ball. So I did this bit. It wasn't my bit that I came up with. I grabbed it from another radio person. I think her name was I think it was Elizabethany in DC. Huge, phenomenal radio superstar of iHeart. I think it was her. And she did this bit called Lick It for a Ticket. And I was like, that's good. So literally I just went on there. I was like, hey, you guys want to win Miley Cyrus tickets? Here's the deal. Just lick stuff and tag us on Instagram. And just make sure that it's PG and we can't, obviously like no naked body parts, nothing like that. I had people looking at stop signs and freaking doorknobs. And bro, I got drug into the general manager's office the next day. Like, these people could have died. And I was like, from a stop sign. And then of course, fast forward now to COVID. I was like, licking stop signs, not that bad.
I don't know. We've talked about things like that before. I've licked feet for money, not sexually at all, not at all.
What do you mean not sexually at all? Like just some randos?
No, I mean it was like I was in high school.
A girl you're dating?
No, it was a girl I totally would have.
You licked a dude's feet?
No, I never licked a dude's feet. I don't think. That would have been at least $17.
I'm looking for a direct message that was sent to us.
All right. Well, while you're talking about it, or while you're looking for it, let me talk about my dad, because
your dad listens to the show.
He listens to the show. It was Father's Day this past weekend. Great. I love Father's Day, and I love not being in the same state as my dad for Father's Day. Not because I don't want to see him, but we have this thing where we take Teddy's dad out for Father's Day if he's available. Of course, he's a sound engineer guy, and he does live sound for like a couple bands in the area. He's really, really cool. But so we took him out, and we go and we pick up a card for him, right? So every time
for your dad,
for Teddy's dad, for
Teddy's
my
dad, okay.
dad, what I do is I take a picture of a card and send it to him.
Can you pull up the text message that you you sent the text to me, or I think maybe you put it on Instagram, but you text your dad Happy Father's Day, and then his Do Not Disturb was on.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'll put it in post.
Right. So that was what did you say? It was like 9 a.m. You're like, Happy Father's Day. And of course the auto thing responds if you're driving. Hey, yes. I'm driving. I'm on Do Not Disturb. I'll get to you later. And I think you said, where the fuck are you going at 9 a.m. in the morning?
Where the fuck are you going? Like,
and then it responded again. Hey, I'm driving. Please do not disturb.
Son of a bitch. Like,
hey, man, at least, look, man, at least you have Father's Day. Mine said he was going to go for milk, at the convenience store. And I'm 37 now. So I'm still waiting on that milk.
Yeah, that's,
It's a little spoiled at this point.
I don't know if you want that milk. Yeah, I don't know if you want that milk. Hey, fuck me in the ass.
Ooh.
We got to tell that. We got so many stories to tell once Demand gets here. That's going to be finally the origin of where that came from, right?
Yeah. So I also want to get to our Instagram DMs. There's a guy named I am DJ Joey, who said he binge listened to 8 episodes today. You guys are onto something here. Keep up the great work.
What?
I said, Joey. Appreciate the binge listening. Keep us in rotation. Hi, Kevin sucks balls. I'm just kidding. I didn't say that last part.
You got to start saying stuff like that, man. That's funny.
That's true.
That's funny to me.
Yeah, Joey. And the other thing I want to talk to you about before Demand gets on the show here in a second is
I love it too.
Okay.
I'm trying to find all the other tracks that I've made.
I was like, what? Okay, so we've had DJs on the show, but we got approached in our direct messages with another little opportunity to have certain females of the show or females of the DJ world on the show, the wives of some certain DJ celebrities, I guess you would say. I mean, they're pretty well known.
Yeah,
I don't know if we want to mention it right now, but
let's lock down the official date. And we've got
and you're gonna have to bleep it. We've got this thing kind of in the works. Got to bleep that. We've also got, and you can bleep this as well. You can bleep that as well.
Yeah.
And we've got, I'm sorry, I just wanted you to see if you'd
we're gonna bleep that
or
too, though. But we're gonna bleep that too because
penis.
That's gonna be the biggest guest of all. And now no one's gonna know what we're talking about.
It might come up short.
Might come up short. Hey, oh. Actually, I was just on Twitch and I was visiting a future guest as well.
Okay.
That you started to talk to, actually, which I'm very proud of you.
Oh, yeah. Do we bleep that out as well?
Yeah, we're bleeping that too. Oh, man.
The whole show
everybody's
is
just going
like,
to be bleep, 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 bleep. So fun.
I
so
do.
fun.
Yeah. So, I DM'd. I said, listen, I messaged and I said, what are we doing? Same thing I said on the show. What are we doing? You're dude, I watch his videos. I wish he's probably like 12 years younger than me, right? Like 10 years younger than me. He's a younger guy, right? I'm old.
I would say it's about 10 because you're 37.
Yeah. I'm old.
I would say he or she is about 10 years younger than you.
Yeah. So I messaged. I said, what are we doing? And he said, I don't know. What are we doing? I said, let's do it. He's like, okay.
Bro, I can't imagine getting that text from you.
What are we doing?
Well, I mean, because it would just be like,
my life be like,
what are you doing?
You gotta shrink it down.
I know, I gotta shrink it down. What are you doing?
Bro, that's like I'm gonna respond to everybody. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
There you go. That's actually perfect. So it'll fit in the social media now.
Sorry,
what are you doing?
I don't know how this works. I actually, dude, yesterday, I've been talking to Marie from the Radio Fam, who we got to get on as well. I will not bleep that because it's actually a super fun story. She reached out to me.
The story about us, her and I.
Yeah, that you're creepy. Yeah.
I did not listen. First off,
you slid in the DMs. She has a boyfriend. That's not that weird.
I didn't know this, and so I was just no. Here's the first thing: is I didn't slide in the DMs. I just tweeted like direct. So all these radio people saw it, and they were like side-eyeing these comments, like, "What's going on?" And then I didn't realize she had a boyfriend, and I was like, "Okay," because I'm not friends with her on Facebook, or I wasn't, or whatever. So, and Twitter's obviously a little different. You just post your sarcastic tweets and move on. I do like her as far as her content. The Radio Fam's pretty awesome. I want more radio people in the show as well.
Yeah, and that's I think
Chris Cruz's episode was a big hit.
Yeah.
Even though he's a dick. Yeah, he was good. He was fine. It's whatever.
Why is he a dick?
I don't know. It's just
you just don't like him.
There are people. It's funny. There are people in radio that think he's just an absolute asshole. I'm like, how do you like where are you? Like,
oh my God,
how do you get this?
I see so much of like if people think they're an asshole, then they have damage beyond saving. You know.
I mean, I'm an asshole, like straight up.
No, you're not.
I'm a racist asshole. You know, that's what I am apparently to some of my clients.
Oh my God, dude.
Which I'm just gonna. It's funny. I was wondering. I was like, do I talk about this or not?
Let it go for now.
You know. We'll bring it up like in December. It'll be the end of the year. Like this is what
give
happened.
any ammo where ammo is needed. You know.
I do have
I'm
a
proud
fun
of you
story
for like getting through all this. Hang on, real quick. I want to finish about my dad because my dad had nothing but amazing things to say about Logan's episode. First off, he 11:51 today. He texted me and he was like, "What has a huge eggplant emoji and hangs up?" And I was like, "You like that?" He's like, "I almost laughed out loud at work, watching and listening here. An hour left. I like this Logan guy." And then I said, "He's great. That was the funniest one yet." And he was like, "That was actually your funniest show. Logan killed me. Good to see the youth can still be my kind of crude."
Okay. Love it.
Yeah.
Love that.
So my dad is a big fan. Logan, you're crushing it, dude. That was just such a fun episode. If you haven't listened to it, please go back and watch it because my editing is getting like next freaking level now. Dude, I'm going over the top.
You photoshopped a fucking emoji into my mouth, bro.
That was good. That was when I was like, I think I'm onto something here. Like just with these still frames and with my music. Yeah, oh wait, I think I turned that off now so you can't hear it. But you like my music?
So when he comes in, is he going to be in the little? So when Demand joins, is he going to be in the lobby per se? We're still doing it this way? We're not even worried about it. So So Kevin will be doing this, and Demand will join. And wonder, like, what the fuck's going on? Bro, the other thing is when you Photoshop Bob Ross onto fucking Logan's, I cried.
Bro, I forgot I did that. That's how much crazy stuff I did in this episode. Was when he did the poofy hair thing. I was crying. I have to like time lapse myself when I'm editing one of these because I have so many ideas. There's like 3 ideas I didn't even put in because I was just like, I need to slow my roll a little bit because otherwise I'm gonna over edit this. It's gonna be 3 hours long. So we'll see if we can come up with some funny stuff today with demands that I can be playful in, the post work. But also talking about Marie, like that.
Yes, the radio fam.
Yeah, the radio fam. I think we're gonna get to. Oh, I guess he just gets to jump in now. I don't know.
You didn't put him in the lobby. So
I didn't get a green room.
Jumps right in
at all. He's here. You better get going. Oh,
that's it. I'm here.
Oh, hi.
No grand intro.
I guess. Dude, I don't know.
We're already doing the show.
What's up?
You're the one that bypassed the green room somehow.
Hacked in. What'd I miss?
We were just talking about your nothing. We weren't talking about you.
Did we start?
Actually. Yeah, we're started.
Yeah, we're about 17 minutes in. You're
17,
late.
11.
So we're doing this new thing where we just like have guests pop in whenever they want. What the? Bro, where did you find this?
Ready?
This is like the worst professional wrestling theme music ever.
Dude. Bro, okay. Oh, there's the first one. Now I find John Cena walking in and I'm going to replace it with that music. Like... Demand. Oh my God, your episode on Drew and Fuse was mint.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I love listening to those two guys, and you are the reason that you're on again is because you supplement podcasts so well because you're such an avid listener. Your comedic timing's pretty good.
Are you sure? Because Kevin texted me and goes, "We really don't have fucking anybody else. Do we just call Demand?" And I was like,
do you guys see what the room is called?
Yeah, Demand again, Jesus.
Jesus.
We welcome to the show once again, DJ Demand, Jason Cohen from SCE Event Group. By the way, we're, 18 minutes in. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the podcast. I always forget to do that kind of shit, and I'm terrible at it because I know we're on YouTube. And here's the other thing, too, and I'll say this, and we just talked about this before Demand walked in. Kevin's editing skills on the podcast are monumental. You Bob Ross Logan, you put Bob Ross on him with that music you were playing in the background. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, listen, not for me, but for Kevin, go subscribe and just go watch these clips. You can follow us on Instagram at RadioShorty Podcast.
Just skip like 5 seconds every 10 seconds until you see it like either freeze and then I do something stupid, and that's all I want people to see, you know?
Here's the thing. We just need you to scrub along on YouTube. Don't even watch it. Just scrub along to the end and get us the view. That's all we need.
Scrub and view.
You can tell that you like it, because I say to you all the time, like, man, you're working so hard on this. Like, don't you get sick of it? And you're like, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning when we're having these conversations. And you're like, no, like, this is the fun part. Like,
bro, I mean, this is clearly very fun. Talking, especially to you guys. You know, talking to Shorty every week, getting to pull stupid dad joke pranks on him is.
I fucking hate it.
I live
forgot
for
all
it.
about that. I forgot that you recorded it, and so I was editing the social media stuff, which I had a Demand. You weren't here for this, but I had a little incident where my computer. I have so much video on my computer that Final Cut crashed and would not reopen. So I literally spent till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. this morning trying to edit, and nothing saved, and I was fucking pissed. But I was editing the show, and I knew he did that bit with him calling me about the dad joke. I forgot he recorded it. So then I'm watching it back, And I literally see him cut to the clip of him like, oh, what's the bat hangs upside down with a little dick. Blah. Dude, we spent 30 minutes on the phone for you to. You could have done it in 5 minutes.
That was the foreplay that led to me.
I missed the bank.
It wasn't my fault. That was not my fault. Don't blame me.
I did not listen to Demand's episode yet on Drew and Fuse. I'm waiting because I need content to listen to on my drive to Jersey, which I hope, Demand, you and I get to see each other when I go up July 4th week. If you need me to be your assistant or something, whatever, I'll not be there. But Kevin's got this face of like, you want to work on your vacation?
Oh no, not that, dude. I'm literally 4th of July. I'm working with Darth Vader. Nice. DJ Darth Vader. Yeah.
Sorry, they said Darth Vader, like you were doing some Star Wars comic.
Well, I mean, that's kind of actually that's how we became buddies. The last time I went and saw him, I was wearing a Moss Eisley shirt.
Wait, so that's in Connecticut, right?
Yeah, it's in Connecticut.
What
yeah.
are you doing? Like a private party?
He does this bar R36 or something like that down in Mystic. I have my buddy Stricky, who, if you guys remember from Twitch. So yeah, I would go and kind of get a double dip visit, and this time I'm bringing the laptop along.
Nice.
Yeah. And the lady.
And I mean, she came last year too. So.
Oh, okay.
But Teddy is coming to. It's official. Teddy's coming to Atlantic City for the expo.
Nice. Very nice.
I have no clapping noise, so I can just.
Hang on, I got it.
If you play "Fuck Me in the Ass" right now, I'm gonna leave. Okay.
Fuck me in the ass. Oh wait, that's right. I need to go find that other one. Bird actually reminded me of a funny sample that I had from a while back. I gotta find it.
Cool. Wait. So, Demand, how are you today?
Yeah,
how you doing? How's your meeting?
Sorry, I'm late. I'm in between meetings. All of my meetings scheduled for today. So busy.
Money. That's what that means. Money.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a meeting last night. Wait, I can't hear that. I had a meeting last night, and I think I found a DJ. True story.
You think you found? Oh, I saw that.
So you saw this. Okay, so last night I'm meeting with this guy, Khalid, and his wife, Mackenzie. They've already gotten married 2 years ago during the pandemic, but now they're going to do the wedding to have the celebration. So like sitting there talking in my office, and he's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I used to dabble in the DJ stuff. Like I had like a $200-300 controller." He's like, "I just couldn't figure out like how to mix the two songs." He's like, "I have the crossfader on one side." He's like, and then I would just be like, fuck it," and I would slam it over to the left, and the next song is like I'd never figured out. I was like, "Really?" And his wife was like, "Yeah, he was like really into it for a while, and he just got frustrated and just gave up." And I said, "Hold on, let me be right back." So I went in the warehouse, got one of our battery-powered speakers, came back out. Our TV booth sits in the lobby. So they plugged it up, and I put him behind the turntables. It was like basically just giving like the very elementary like how to mix. And literally like by the end of it, like he was like picking up, like he was sitting there on the hot cue and he was like hitting the beat with the other beat, and then he would like fire off the song and they would like be on beat, and his wife was like, "Oh my God, like this sounds great." Like they were all about it. And he was like, so we do this DJ class every Wednesday where our new guys come in. I kind of train them, kind of the basics on how to mix and that sort of thing. And I was telling him about it, and he goes, he's like, "How much is it?" I go, "How much is what?" He's like, "How much is the DJ class?" I'm like, it's free. Like they just show up. He's like, and his wife goes, his wife goes, "He'll be here tomorrow." So like literally he's going to come in tonight with our crew and like sit down and like kind of go over mixing and stuff, which I've been trying to find other guys. I'm so, I don't know, you guys probably, Kevin, I know you work for Clocks. I don't know how Jason's like process is on hiring new guys, but I'm sure Jason, Jan and I, like, you want to make sure that they're the right fit. And I've like posted on Indeed, I've gone on Facebook, and you just get, man, there's some people out there.
Bro, there have been some people for sure.
Right, they're not the right candidate, but this kid walked in, man. He's 32. They both look like freaking supermodels. I mean, they're both gorgeous. And when he said that about the controller, I was like light bulbs just like started going off my head. Can you put light bulbs over my head as I do this?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
It will be done.
It's definitely one of the most stressful things about this business and difficult things is trying to find good help. Whether you're a DJ company owner or to help us out. I mean, there's that sweet spot of like somebody that is available and willing to just be the assistant or just be the DJ and not want to start their own company, but also take it seriously enough where they're not just going to be like, oh, I went out partying last night, so I don't feel like, coming in tomorrow. Like it's, it's that.
Dude.
Yeah. And that's the scary part. Like we have a kid, Jared, who just started working for us. He's like 22, 23, but man, he's the most mature. He's an Eagle Scout already. He's hiked Zion Mountain Trail. Like he's just very well put together, and he is smart, and he sits there and will analyze things before he reacts to them. And it's just, we do have a good group of guys. I just, of course we look at you guys like Clock and SCE, and we're like, man, they had 20 guys, and they're all rock stars. Like there's, I know there's like DJs of different skills, that you guys all have, but it's like they all do amazing shit. They're all on social media. You guys are all posting stuff. Like, Demand, you just posted that video of your wedding with the Eagles mascot, and we do kind of idolize that in a sense. But I also look at it like I'd rather play the slow game and have the right people than play the fast game and fuck up.
Totally.
And have 10 losers that just are going to fuck my company.
Well, it's not even about those 10 losers. All it takes is one loser to say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing. And I'm sure every company has dealt with this in some capacity, but like we've fired 2 people on the spot while they were at the wedding, literally said, finish the wedding. Don't say you're from Clock Entertainment anymore.
Wow.
Like, because they got drunk and the bartender, like they did introductions wasted.
Wow. So they were
the
drunk
main
before
person
the
and
intros.
the assistant. Yeah. I'm like, how do you even do that, you lightweight? But also, like, so I've done the training for Clock for like the last 3 years, which was like 4 or 5 sessions of training. Especially last year, we had to do like some incredibly accelerated training, like 2 sessions a week to get people ready for the fall of 2021. So it was crazy. It was like 1 in person and 1 virtual every week. And then I was sending videos to kind of supplement that too. I've shared some information. Actually, a listener, Clive, DJ Clive, you guys familiar with him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I shared like some of my ideas with the training, with him, and he was just like super grateful. It's not rocket science, but it is sort of like having little things that you build your curriculum off of. And it's also like the training stuff is not how to mix for what I've taught. It's everything else. Cause like to a certain point, you can only teach mixing so much. You can only teach phrasing so many times before they just won't get it. You can only teach, like you can't hand them a set in order because as we know, that doesn't work. Like you can have,
you're not going to play the same 35 songs from
No.
7 p.m. to 9:59 all at the same time. And that is kind of like what I kind of teach. I'm like, look, 1 week I may play this song and the next week we're not going to. What?
You said 35 songs in 3 hours?
I don't know.
Oh
I'm
my
just
God,
naming a
dude.
number. 79 songs in 3 hours, okay? Or in my Disney wedding case, 612 songs in 30 minutes, which is pretty much...
I would aim more for the 612 over the 35. Hell yeah.
612 songs in 30 minutes? Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, even when you have the freedom to play music out, and Demand talked a ton about this on his Drew and Fuse episode, which if you haven't listened to Drew and Fuse or watched their videos, go and do it, because those are 2 really hardworking guys as well that are not getting, they're definitely getting numbers now, but they're like 40 episodes deep. Go fucking listen to them. Jesus Christ. Do you realize the gold that is just sitting there being free? Okay. But yeah, Demand, he says like sometimes, you get a longer set, you get to let some music breathe, especially at weddings, right? Demand, you identify as a wedding DJ now.
Yeah. I'm still like coming to terms with that because, for a long time I was a club DJ that also did private parties and then, obviously made the switch, but I'm happy where I am for sure. But yeah, I like bringing certain aspects of the club to a wedding, but I'm not the minute a song guy. And I felt like when I brought that up on Drew and Fuse, they were kind of like, they're expecting me to be like, mix. And I was like, no, man, like if the song's working, like I'll let it go a little bit longer. I'm okay with that. But yeah, I rarely play the last verse of the song or 3 minutes of a song or, stuff like that. And even like the Hollaback Girl, like I made my own edit that cuts out the middle verse so it goes right to the end, because you don't want to cut off the good part of the song if it's at the end just because you want a quick mix. But am I saying something wrong here?
No, I've just never played Bananas because I hate it.
Really?
Oh, that's
I
so
literally
hot.
cut that part off. I have never had anyone, when I tell you I have never had anyone complain about that, like, play what you want, guys and gals.
Well, so I know in Demand Starman, so like I was at a wedding with one of our DJs, and I was the MC, the event host, and he was playing Waka Flocka, No Hands, which I mean is like a state. I don't know how it is up there, but down here, Dirty South, like it's just it goes off every time. And there's a part where like they start spelling Roscoe Dash's name, and the almost started mixing out before that, and I just grabbed his arm and go, keep going. Like I just grabbed it. I was like, just keep. I go watch this, and then we're like, ROSCOE, Mr. Shawty put it, and they were just screaming it. And he goes, oh, yeah, I got it. Okay, cool. Like, but he didn't know that. He doesn't listen to that music. Like he just didn't know the song verbatim. Like he knows of it, but he didn't realize. Oh, like this is the part they actually really are just waiting for.
Right.
Oh yeah. That's the point.
Yeah, I totally agree with you with Hollaback Girl, actually. Demand 100%. That's a fucking bop. I love it.
Nope. Don't play Bananas.
You're
okay.
a horrible person then, Kevin.
You don't have to play Bananas. You don't have to.
Shit is the banana. Can
You just don't
put a
have
banana
to.
on your face?
I will put... dude, I've already turned myself into a banana. I'll just put it here again. I'll have to pull that from Canva. Demand, what would you say is the song that is most frequently gets a full breath?
Well, that's a good question.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, like, okay. I mean, I don't always play it. But like, for instance, like Journey, Don't Stop Believing. They don't say Don't Stop Believing till the end of the song.
Bro, you can't... So like songs like that, dude, you want to try and mix out of the middle of Paradise by the Dashboard Lights?
Oh yeah, that is an investment. You have to make a decision. I am going all in for the next 8 minutes with this song.
You gotta go poop?
Yeah.
Paradise.
Yeah, no,
you want to run to Sheets?
That song off. If
Paradise.
that song fails, it's an awkward 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Did you say, do you want to run to Sheets, play Paradise by the Best?
Bro, you got 45 minutes to go. Like,
where is the nearest Wawa?
It clocks in at over 8 minutes, I think, right? Yeah.
It's nuts. I mean, that's exactly
That's
that.
a
But
marathon.
that's one where you have to. It's all or nothing with that one. I'm not going to cut that short. You're not going to cut Shout short. Like the classics, especially if you're the type of DJ that tends to play a little bit more newer stuff, but like you want to play the stuff for the older crowd. When you play those older songs, it's usually the older songs that I let play longer. I mean, the newer stuff or the throwback hip hop or EDM, play the drop and get out. Play the one chorus and get out. But like usually it's the older ones that I'm going to let play.
Well, it's
I'm
funny.
always torn.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say I'm always torn with Wannabe, because like they want to hear that rap verse, and I'm like, do they care about the middle verse? Should I just skip it? But you never know, and
Well, so like back that ass up, like at the end, Lil Wayne at the end of Back That Ass Up, and everyone was like, everyone wants to rap that part of the very end of the song. Like I had a buddy of mine, an old boss of mine who used to DJ in the clubs. He's like, man, for the longest time, I just mix out of it early. I'd go into something else. And he's like, then someone came up to me one night and was like, why don't you ever play the Lil Wayne verse at the end? And he was like, I get it. Cause like, that's where people just, let loose on that song.
My buddy Johnny B gave me the version that goes, it's like a minute and a half long. It just goes right to nah after it goes right to the end. That's what I mean by, that's a song where you can cut out the middle and still,
Yeah. Which, if you have that, you want, drop back. Box that to us, that'd be great. So
join
Serato, baby.
Dude, I remember one night I played Back That Ass Up at a wedding, and I didn't realize, for whatever reason, it wasn't labeled dirty in my system. It just said back that thing up, actually. It didn't even say ass. And I just hear him like first come in out of the song and the next song, and he's like, "You fine, motherfucker." I was like, "Ah, shit." It's like I'm literally riding the censor button, like trying to just because at this point it's so old, I know every verse or every verse of the song. It's like I'm bleeping it out, and the bride comes up and she goes, "We don't fucking care." She's like, just play it as is. So I was like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah, we don't fucking care. Like, play it." I was like. She goes, "But thanks for trying." She's like, "I appreciate it, but like, it's not a huge deal." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "I'm sorry, I just put the wrong version in." She's like, "It's fine." Like, she was really chill about it. Which again, I try not to play dirty versions of songs at weddings. I want to respect, everyone that's there. I don't really, if they sing it to the top of their lungs and say bad words, that's on them. But
lots of DJs have very different views on that. I'm like that too, just because I come from the bar mitzvah world first, in the Sweet 16 world, like it's just you're not going to play a curse. And even now they don't care. And I've had bar mitzvah parents tell me, "Oh, we don't give a fuck. Play whatever you want." But like
proms say that. Yeah, proms have told us like just whatever, we don't care. Like play whatever. And we still have the clean versions, but these kids are singing them to the top of their lungs anyway. The only dirty song I played last year was it like we started doing this at the last song. There was a lot of requests for Sammy Adams All Night Longer.
Yeah.
And I would ask the couple, I go, "There's only a dirty version." I was like, I can clean it up if you want me to. And all of them were like, we don't care. And so literally you hear Sammy Adams scream, "I want to party fucking all night longer." And they, parents, grandparents, they didn't care. But I try, with demand, I wouldn't play my entire set dirty. I just,
I made my clean edit of that song, and I hate playing it every time because it just doesn't feel right.
Bro, pour up round again.
The mother
round again. Like, no, bro.
I think I'd put mother strong.
Well, dude, it's like Cardi B's. What was that fucking song? It was like
her first one
song that came out. Whatever song came out, it was like
Piano Man.
No, he's talking about Friends in Low Places.
Cardi B. What the fuck are you guys talking about? It was the song that WAP, whatever you want to say.
Oh, WAP.
The radio version of that song is fucking terrible.
Oh yeah,
is absolutely terrible. Also, it is WAP. It's not WAP. So
yeah, the WAP
quit
is
coming up and requesting WAP by J Dash.
Yeah, which I still think is a banger.
Wait, okay. So that song, this is a good story. I did a wedding a month ago. And it turns out the groom, I found this out like a couple weeks before the wedding, like during the final meeting. He's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, like I have a podcast with my friend. We review Kids Bop albums." And I'm like, "What?" Like,
what? Dude, you told me this. This is great.
So apparently him and his co-host, I got to find this. I'll give it to you after the episode. But they were having a conversation on one of their episodes about how there's no clean way of doing a Kids Bop version of WAP. And they actually decided to record their own version, Wet and Splashy or something like that. It was called like something like it was just something ridiculous, and it was the most G-rated version of the song ever. They don't have great voices. Sorry if you're listening to this, but I played it at the wedding, and it was a banger. Everybody stopped what they were doing. It, like, great. What is this?
That's great.
Is the podcast called Kids Bop Daily?
I gotta look it up. I couldn't tell you offhand.
Holy shit! They do a podcast every day.
I'm not sure which one it was, but I'll look it up.
Fuck that! I don't like you guys that much. I thought there was a Kids Bop one called Waffles and Pancakes.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
Is there really? What are we doing?
Somebody made it.
Somebody made it, but I actually, dude, I talk about this dumb shit that is content these days. I watched a guy talk for like 8 minutes on which Disney princess would win in like a 1v1 round robin tournament, and
like
Mulan apparently. Yeah, I don't know, just like general fighting. Yeah. And I was like totally sucked into it.
Yeah.
And I just was like now I need to know who's gonna win, and I don't know some of them. They're not all like the ancient ones, but Mulan wins every time apparently, just because she's like literally trained.
Mulan.
Surprise. Fucking asshole.
I mean, I did watch a movie this weekend, though. You guys would be proud of me. It was on Netflix, and I watched Vegas Vacation by Chevy Chase. Or with Chevy Chase.
Good.
Oh.
See?
What year
I've
did that
seen it
movie come
before.
out? But you've seen it
1989?
before. What's the most recent like new movie you've seen?
Oh man, recent most probably the movie after Breaking Bad, whatever it's called, with Jesse,
Like the
they do a
follow-up
follow-up
one?
They do a follow-up movie on Netflix. Maybe that one.
Nobody saw that.
Nobody
I
saw that.
It was good. Yeah,
I
but spoiler
did see
alert.
it. It was
Dude,
very not memorable.
El Camino?
Yeah, El Camino.
Yeah, what's the most recent movie you've seen? You ever seen El Camino? Oh, the one that came out in November of 2019? Yeah. You never saw it? And then Shorty goes, wait, you never saw that? Like, fuck you. Fuck you.
Listen, spoiler alert, he gets to go to Alaska and live out his life, you know?
Oh, that's why you saw it. Because you want to move to Alaska in a fucking van and fight vampires or something like that.
I don't want to fight vampires. I just like the van life and fascinates me. It's fascinating to me. And if I had my way, I would just, grab a Sprinter van, outfit it, and grab Percy, and we'd go for, an adventure for a year. But sadly, I got to be here with this dumb podcast every week with you. So, Although I will say I did look into, I was like, all right, well, if I do this, could I do the podcast from anywhere? And they have this big Wi-Fi device you can put on the van called Starlink. I've looked this all up. Man, you ask me anything, I got you. So the Starlink thing is like $700. You put it on your van, and it's like $200 a month. And it's like you can get internet anywhere. If you're in the middle of the fucking desert, you turn the thing on, boom, you've got Wi-Fi. And there's this guy that I follow on YouTube called The Fine Print, and he used to be like a producer for TV shows and movies. He would do like animation for them, and now he's doing YouTube full time. But he lives out of his van, but he games out of his van. So he plays Call of Duty in the middle of nowhere in his van, or what he does sometimes is he'll grab like a folding table and he just games out in the middle of a field. So he's got like everything plugged into his van, and then he games Call of Duty or Valorant or whatever in the middle of the the woods.
I was going to say, you definitely looked that up for the gaming aspect of it, not to run a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, listen, I could do both. Okay.
Why not both?
I could game and then also do the podcast. We could game while we do the podcast.
¿Por qué no las dos?
I think we need to do one of those. When we start doing the after dark stuff, I would love to do that. Like over the winter, just do like an after dark where it's just us. Like, and I'll still edit the whole thing together. We'll cut 2 hours down to half an hour of just us talking.
Are our clothes on after hours? Are we naked?
You don't have to take your clothes off to have a good time.
I was singing that the other night, and Shorty was yelling at me.
Why?
Oh, demand.
Dude, I just
Spotify
heard somebody
playlist.
sing that, and I want to play that at a wedding, man.
Why would you not play it?
Well, I just want to now because I just was like, I don't know, I'm singing it now. Now I want to play it.
Demand found this Spotify playlist.
Oh, yeah?
And he goes, dude, you gotta look this up. So I looked up the playlist. It is the best playlist on Spotify, hands down.
Shout out DJ Mike Bacon from Hamilton, New Jersey. It is called Bop Right, like ShopRite, the store, but all the bops that you would, any song you've ever heard in a supermarket. It's called Bop Right.
Oh, dude, it's and it has like 58 hours of music on it.
Bop?
It's
Bop
Right?
B-O-P.
R-I-T-E. B-O-P-R-I-T-E.
Yeah, DJ Mike Bacon.
Justin was like,
There's a DJ Iron Mike trying to
Yeah,
rip
Iron
it
Mike.
off.
Iron Mike. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Iron Mike, okay.
Bacon's his government name. Iron Mike.
Okay. So
but yeah,
DJ
he,
Iron
Justin
Mike.
was like, what's a
ShopRite bangers in parentheses bop dash right.
Yeah.
And close parentheses.
It's an amazing playlist. But I was playing it in the background of Call of Duty and singing along to everything.
Oh,
They can hear
Young
the-
Turks.
Here's the thing.
Oh, what a jam,
Here's
dude.
the thing,
I
is
fucking
you were-
love that song.
You were playing it during Call of Duty, but we can't hear it. So all we hear is Demand, like,
Just another
sing-
manic Monday.
That's what we hear.
Singing
like
Michael McDonald.
Justin and Rom and I are sitting there playing, and he's like, like
Singing
Michael
One of Purple
McDonald.
Leaves.
Bro, these are... Wow.
Look it up. Shout out DJ Iron Mike.
Already looking it up.
Man,
This is great.
We have to thank you because you've given us so much content for the show that in media itself, callbacks are a good thing. So whenever a listener calls back something that they've heard on the show, obviously it means that we're doing something right. And your Braille blindness aspect of your life has definitely skyrocketed us to success. Have you seen this, man?
I can't read it.
You got to full screen me real quick.
You got to full screen him.
Oh, he's making a he can't see joke by getting really close to the monitor.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we're starting the jokes early. Okay.
Insert laughter here.
Yeah, I'm so glad that is the most memorable part of my.
Well, did you hear Logan's what he thought happened to you when you
Oh my God! That
like
was
started?
Well, first of all, it just came out yesterday. I didn't get.
No.
I did not get a chance.
It's
to
fine.
Listen.
I don't
only
expect
episode
you
I haven't
to.
listened to yet.
I know it's fine. There's some listens on it already. But
what did he say?
He was like he said he has a very active imagination, and his mind went instantly to you basically being Butters in that episode where they think he's a dog and they get all the ninja stuff, and he just saw your Serato control vinyl stuck in your eye. Like, so Demand, can you do me a favor? Can you just on your screen just turn and face like me, like at a quarter angle, so that I can Photoshop a ninja star? Perfect, right there. Just stay right there. Cool, got it. Done.
You get the record that has the spikes on it.
I know. I gotta get an image of that and then just go.
Dude,
I'm
you're
taking this
putting so
very
much
seriously
time.
now. We're prepping all this
so
shit.
much time into the podcast editing, dude. It's
Bro, I love doing this
it.
stuff. Because now, like, so I started to talk about this when Demand was jumping in. Marie from the Radio Fam, who will be on this podcast at some point, has been reaching out to me for, like, my workflow, like, examples so that she can put me with the right people that I can help. Because apparently she likes the way that we edit this thing together. Like, that's fucking so cool to me. That's what I want to do. I need ideas, and then I want to make videos to help people because I think that I've spent so much time doing this that I may have driven myself a little bit crazy, but I fucking love doing it, you know? And I definitely want to help people like skip that step that we have had to do, you know?
It's funny, man.
But
Go
like
ahead,
clearly, Nate and Tony are not taking advantage of the fact that we have all the tools ready to be handed directly to you because they don't have a fucking podcast yet.
You know what's funny though is they don't have a podcast, but they have like 70 followers. Like there's not a single thing posted on that Instagram, and they have 70 followers. So look, I also think that Nate and Tony will be great at it whenever they get to it. I don't think there's any rush. Whenever you like, I think I've said this before in the show. You know, when I get your drinks ready, people. Get them ready. Oh, can I grab a drink? Because I don't have one. I'll grab a drink and then we'll drink.
Sure. Just leave the podcast.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll be right back.
Blue. That's what I was looking for. Freaking Bird reminded me of it last night when you bailed on us.
Yeah, my bad. I did give you a heads up. I gave Shorty a heads up before.
I don't care. I like drama.
I had 70 people watching me on Twitch play video games for 5 minutes.
And your voice wasn't working.
I just looked back at the video footage too. I got rated. Okay, so I'll tell the story quickly. While
Yeah, go ahead.
Before
Shorty gets back.
You guys were there, but I got rated by Nick. Nick does his Twitch stream, Spinelli, DJing, and then he rated me as we were playing Fortnite. And for whatever reason, my mic to 70, back down to 2 in a matter of like minutes. Everybody was just like, "Oh, you're not DJing. We can't hear you. We're out." I'm like, biggest fail ever. Then Nick ends up, jumping on and playing, but I didn't realize he was a little tired. We'll say Nick was tired after his stream, so it didn't go too well. Yeah.
Yeah, he was tired.
It was a good time.
He broke his legs 6,000 times.
Okay, so
legs.
Shorty, you were just telling us that you got
good
fired
time.
from radio.
Jumping out of the helicopter.
Or something. Yeah, I don't know.
You got fired from radio.
I don't know. I forgot. I went to the kitchen in the office and I forgot what I was going to say. I just want to say that. Where was I?
Yeah.
What was I saying before I left?
You got fired from radio. It's what you were about to say.
Okay,
Get
yeah.
your drinks out, and then did you even get a drink, or did you just walk to the kitchen?
I got it right here. Wait,
Oh, I'm sorry. What is that? A Diet Coke?
Which I should not be drinking. I've been drinking water the last like 3 weeks, and now we don't have any bottles of water in the office. I need
Bro,
one
don't-
more, and I was like,
Don't beat yourself up. Like that's the thing,
bro,
man.
I've lost 9 pounds, by the way. 9 pounds. I weigh myself, bro. I'm like, it's like drinking this diet. I was like, oh, but then you taste it and you're like, holy fuck, this really is like crack. Like it's.
Yeah, but also, dude, you got to be realistic about this stuff because it's like the people that are like, all right, New Year's resolution, I'm going to the gym every day this entire year. And then 2 weeks later, they've done 14 days in the gym, but then they never want to go back ever again. And it's like, yo, listen to your body, be realistic about this stuff. You know, I was running very consistently, and then it got really hot out, and I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. So I'm not.
Because you don't want to hate it.
Because I don't want to hate it. That's just it, you know? And I think that we get that a lot because we want to DJ as much as we can. Because really, once we get there, we love it, you know? But like the Twitch stuff, I think I just burnt myself out from it. So it's kind of hard to get back into it, even though everything's always set up. Even though I know I have fucking dreams about twitching. Like, it's crazy.
We went all in and we had nothing else to do. And then once the real world opened up, we were like, finally. And then I was the first one to just be like, peace, I'm out.
Yeah.
And
But you were also one of the first guys to get on. I remember being like, oh my God, every day I don't stream, demand is getting further and further ahead of me, and I'm falling further and further behind. But then it just became such a competition.
It goes to that, right. I feel like that I don't know any.
You felt it was wait, you felt it was a competition?
Not between us specifically, but, you know, like, it's a competition to sign up for things for, you know, because we were on Sunday Sounds for a long, long time together, dude. You know, and I loved doing it, but it was always like you're covering for somebody's not showing up. You know, the train got derailed, right? And eventually I was just like, the success of me individually for this is so dependent on the success of the person right before me. And it's like, you know, because we did the Cool Kids table thing and a little bit of not drama, but just like scheduling conflicts happened because you ended up like getting a raid from the smallest person on the day, you know, just because of how it lined up. We talked a lot about this, you know, because like our goal was to build up smaller people, but we were really small people trying to help build up even smaller people. So by the end of it, 2.5 people are left. One of them is Lurk or whatever, you know, the freaking Streamlabs, and then the other one, and then you're just like, fuck this, get me off. You know, it's like ending a stream or a raid train was so hard, but I do miss it so much, and I want to get back into it because I know it's sitting right there, and I haven't been DJing, you know, outside. Like I've been practicing a little bit here and there, but that was like, dude, I got the best at DJing because of Twitch, you know?
You should DJ outside.
No, fuck that. No, I'm a DJ.
Yeah,
I became a DJ so that I can hang out inside all the time, so I don't have to go outside.
No, but like, not in the summer, but like, you know, when it gets like fall, you know, a little cooler, you just have a little block party, man. You live stream it.
I just missed the finding the different music to play, like not worrying about a dance floor. And me especially, like I was big into just finding weird drill, ballet funk.
Dude,
you know?
drill.
Like,
you literally got me like super into drill now.
And I actually, so it's funny because after that, I'm like, no, back to weddings, back to playing Bruno Mars and Michael Jackson. And now I have a mix coming up for Crate Gang Radio coming up like next month. So for the first time in months, I went on one of those 4 a.m. deep dives into SoundCloud and Bandcamp and found like all the old stuff I used to like. And it's great because my SoundCloud is still like the algorithm still is like, oh, you probably want to hear this. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I want to hear. Some
you're still weird, right? Yeah.
I was finding like last night I found 20 tracks that all had like under 5,000 listens. Like, you know, of just like some producer from South Korea or some random Amsterdam guy that like Belgium or whatever. So I'm like, yes, I have a whole list and I'm going to just drop all of this. So I'm excited to play this mix again because I'm feeling that same type of excitement as when I was prepping for Twitch sets. You know, of something different.
Well, that was when it was fun, when we were prepping for each individual set.
Yeah.
You know, you were like, dude, when we used to just sit up and listen to Mashup Mountain on Four Color Zach's thing, you know, dude, when we used to, because you like pioneered the idea of putting your AirPod with Twitch
Did not help
in
the
your
game, yeah.
headset while we were gaming. You know, like that was like July of 2000 or 2020, right? That we were like
2000.
on every single night until 4 a.m. Like I was wasted every fucking night, dude. It was so bad. But yeah, I mean, those were so fun because we were sharing a lot, and we ended up getting on raid trains together, and then obviously like starting our own together,
Yeah, man.
which was super fun. But
And I just watched.
and you watched, and you were,
Yeah.
dude, you became a big staple of it all. You were like eventually one of those guys that like when you didn't show up, especially like
Shorty,
two in a
just
row.
last night you asked how we
I'd be
became
like, dude,
friends. And it was
Shorty's
from
dead.
that. It was from you being in the chat. I
Yeah,
think that's
it
where
was.
I met you. Just
Yeah, but I don't remember how we. Like, I know how I got Kevin's number. Like that's
Yeah.
that's
He doesn't remember the Kevin might be getting a blowjob on Twitch story for you.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if Demand got a blowy on or whatever. Like I don't think it was.
What did you? Did you slap me live? Right? Didn't we? We did that. You probably have it. The scene still. Of course you do.
on my desktop.
He's literally
Of course
looking.
he does.
I don't want to drop it in because it might have music behind it, but I definitely do.
I mean, do we play freaking?
Would you just pull it up on
Jingle Bells.
Ecamm? Oh my God. Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
We already hit 25.
I gotta.
Dude, your editing is great too. Look at my hair. Oh, I missed that. That was it. Like that was bullshit.
What year was this?
No, I
You
gave
give me a
oh,
real
and
one, and then
slapped
Teddy
you.
knocks the shit out of me one time.
There you go.
Slap. With the 5 fingers, say to the face, bitch.
But that's the same thing as what you do. I loved editing those videos. I just had so much fun, even though half of them got taken down immediately for
Right.
copyright, and nobody saw them.
Yeah.
So
we
you
did
put
it-
them up
we
on
did a couple of
TikTok?
those.
You should like take them and like.
Yeah. If I was into TikTok back then, I would have. All of those would have been clips. You know.
You're actually utilizing TikTok a little more. You're doing your kind of videos and stuff at the weddings, which I really like. And it's funny, man. You like, I there are things you do. I'm like, how did he? And how did he? And like, what's he doing? Like, I don't know. Your techniques are awesome, but I like that you are utilizing TikTok and Instagram more. If you've not checked out Demand on Instagram today, or like as you're listening to this, you did post that video of you at the wedding, and it actually looked like I want to like. Do you guys bring camera people with you? Like, is it just a guy with a phone? Like, what's going on there?
Yeah, no, that one was actually I brought a videographer to
Gotcha.
shoot. I haven't done one in a while, and I realized I'm like I have all my videos are old. I need to actually bring somebody. The next time I got like a wedding that I know I'm bringing some stuff out to, and it's going to be a fun one, I'm going to do it. And that wedding was I had lights, I had up lights, and then it was at Ron Jaworski's Running Deer Golf Club, and it was for Ron Jaworski's niece, the wedding. So, he is a Hall of Famer, Eagles
Yes.
and, a player. And I mean, I knew he was going to be there. I knew that he was bringing the mascot Swoop with him. And I knew it was going to be a fun time. There's no way this is not going to be a fun wedding. They were such a cool couple, dealing with them the whole way. I'm like becoming friends with them, and I'm like, this is going to be a fun wedding. I asked them if I could bring a videographer along, and I so that's what I got out of it. It was like 1 minute and 20 seconds. It wasn't anything crazy, but it just showed, the energy and the wedding. And it was cut to one song, which I like doing once in a while, but like most of my videos, I want to actually show the live audio so you
Sure.
can hear
Yeah.
the songs that I'm playing. You can hear my voice, you could hear my mixes, but it's always tough to do.
With copyright and everything.
You want to make sure that you're not going to get flagged for anything. But yeah, once in a while, I figure, once every month or two, the bigger, one of the bigger weddings or one that I just have a good feeling about, I'm going to hire somebody to come along and shoot. I mean, other guys in my company, every single party, Jeff has somebody there. Jan, I has somebody there with him. But, Nick is obviously getting content nonstop. And for me, it's like the last thing on my mind when I'm doing a wedding. All I care about is making sure that wedding happens flawlessly and that my whole head is on the present, that I'm not thinking about capturing anything. So it was easier. And I found this guy who was so good that he didn't, I didn't even know that he was there.
Ooh.
Like some videographers are like in your face and they're like, "Oh, do this." And he like never said a word to me. He just did his thing and then interviewed me for like, a minute, and then just 2 weeks later, I got the clip, and I was like,
yeah,
awesome.
we have a video guy here in our office. We share our office with a photographer, videographer, and so they've done some video stuff for us, obviously. And having them in the building is actually really helpful because then we could sit down and go, hey, like this is our vision, and I think I've said this before, we actually look at you guys and go, like, check out this. Like, I'll send him your video and be like, yo, check this out. And they'll literally go and like, that's freaking awesome. Like, we can incorporate that with you next time or whatever. So like seeing Jeff and you guys post that content. And again, I tell my guys too, look, some do, some don't. I can't force them to, but what I do tell them is I was like, look, the more you're on social media and the more these people see you as like a brand in itself, you know, they're going to want to book you. You know, they're going to see your personality. They're going to see, 100%. You know, what you can bring to the table. You know, just as far as being in a wedding and your charisma there. So I do like that you guys are doing that. And Jeff Scott, man, I don't bug him much, but there's some 360 video stuff. I bought an Insta360 kind of camera. So like every now and then I've texted him like, hey man, I saw you do this cool thing. Like, how'd you do it? You know, with your camera. And Jeff's been super sweet to just text right back and go, this is how you do it. Like, he had a shot where it's like the dance, you're looking down at the dance floor of the 360 view. And he was like, I literally just stood in the middle with the crowd and we were just like jumping up and down. And he's like, that's just what you see, is just that. So literally I said that to one of my guys. I was like, yo, check this out. And then that weekend at their wedding, they handed the camera to the bride and groom. Like, yo, just run in the crowd. All you gotta do is hold it and jump up and down. And the groom like fell in love with it. Like, he's running around just showing all his friends. And so I was able to like pull a couple clips from it. And, but again, we definitely learn from you guys. I think it's, you know, that's, I'm glad I've met you guys. Cause I think, post the COVID was shitty. But the cool part out of it was that, you know, you guys are kind of straight shooters and go, hey, like that kind of looks wonky, you know, like Kevin, I sent my Mixcloud mix to him a couple weeks ago. And he literally calls me. He's like, yo, the part where you mixed out into this song, you should have kept that song going longer. He's like, because you've got X amount of space to intro in. Like, there was just things that I just don't think about. And Kevin was just straight up, man, you've been honest with me and going, hey, man, saw your video. It looks dope. Like, that was fucking awesome. So I'm glad that Kevin almost got a blowy on Twitch. And I'm glad that I just watched Demand on Twitch not getting, you know, any sexual favors.
I cringe every time you say that.
Blowy?
I mean, he did. I'm just telling the truth.
Little blow, Jay?
Yeah. The drinking game should include every time we mention that Kevin almost got a blowy on Twitch, we take a drink.
No. By the way, I do really like that idea of giving the camera to the bride or the groom and having them go in the middle. I mean, that's brilliant. I bought the 360 camera, never did one thing with it. I took it out with my dogs once, and then I brought it to a party once and just hit record, and then forgot about it, and then I never even looked at the footage. I don't know how to edit yet.
Do you have the Insta360?
Just giving them the stick.
You have the Insta360 with the invisible stick?
Ooh. Yeah. And I even bought the 10-foot invisible one too.
So that's what I have. So, and we literally took it out. What I did too is I literally just had our assistants like take it out, and for 3 or 4 weddings ago, let's just see what we come up with. And literally the 2 or 3 weddings, we were like, there's just nothing really good there. And then the 4th wedding, we were like, okay, like there's some cool shots there. And then this last wedding they did last weekend or weekend before, I was looking through the 360 camera and just the crowd shots of them just holding the camera, and you can zoom in and see like the bride and the groom just like smiling and dancing, and it was it was so perfectly timed. Sam, one of my guys, played Shout. And so that's when they held the camera. So when they were screaming, "You make me want to shout," and all the crowds are throwing their hands in the air, like you see that just kind of 360 view in the camera. So it turned out really great. And again, it's just, you know, we look at what you guys are doing. I'm trying not to copy it, but I mean, we want to at least in our market be the best we can be.
I'm going to copy that exactly.
Do it.
That's brilliant. Yeah. I'm going to do it to Shout.
Yeah.
Let's try it out and see how it goes. Yeah.
I think Sam told Jared, like, hey, I think I'm going to play Shout. If you want to go throw them the camera, I think this would look cool. Jared ran the camera out to them, and literally, like, it just worked out perfectly. I'll say the video is posted somewhere else. I'll send it to you so you can kind of see it. It looks really cool. And the editing software on the iPhone, I was like, oh shit, I gotta edit on an iPhone. Like, what the fuck? It's actually really simple. Like it's like you can literally like take points in the thing. So like let's say you want to start, looking at the screen I'm looking at, but then you want to turn to look this way. You just click a little marker, and all of a sudden the camera just moves left. But then it'll move down. But then like you can literally just mark wherever you want that to move, or you just leave it one still shot. And what I did is basically just took the Insta360 camera and just tilted it down onto where the dance floor is. And that was my clip. I just clicked export. Boom. It was done. It was really easy.
And I think Fuse told me that you can actually, they have a desktop app.
Oh, they do?
I think so.
Holy shit, I'm done.
What have I been doing?
Bro, I've been sitting on my couch, like watching Tim the Tap Man, like this, like trying to freaking edit on my phone. I could do it on my iPad. That actually might be a little smarter.
That would be a little bit easier, but I just don't think there's anything that is having keys and a mouse, and
there is. Yeah.
There's no replacing that ever. There never will be for me. God bless everybody that can spend like half an hour editing a TikTok, or like, dude, just the fact that like on Instagram stories, if you type something out and then you click the photo behind it, that text is lost behind forever. It just disappears into the abyss of Instagram story creation. And it's like, how do you not have layers? Instagram, how do you not have layers yet? Like, how do you not have that like just figured out? Because you're going to confuse people? Then, process or whatever.
Also, the other thing, too, is I want to be able to tag Low Stacks in an Instagram story that has like 4 or 5 clips and just
have it slide.
Let it go all through every single.
Instagram.
Why are we not working for Meta? What are we doing?
Who's in charge here? It's so frustrating. Like, there's no way maybe it's just one of those things that like slips through the cracks because everyone has the problem, that everyone thinks that the problem's already been made, that made them aware of it, But I just don't think anybody's ever said it. It's like, do I need to be like, dear Mr. Insta Meta? So
I wish you'd have brought me this maybe like 3 months ago, because I had a buddy of mine that worked at Meta in California. I could be like, hey man, can we talk to Zucks and try to?
Did you ruin the relationship or something?
No. He works for Google now.
Oh, well then let's just talk to Google.
Google doesn't have a, huh?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Demand, is there anything you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about, Demand?
Time? This is just your bonus show.
I was just going to ask you that. Like, is there a specific thing that we're talking about today? Because it just kind of...
No, you're kind of just like hanging out with us, and we're talking.
Yeah, this is a bonus show for you. We
bonus.
Really didn't want to have you on, but whatever. We're just fucking... You're here.
Semantic and Jesus.
Dude, this camera is getting on my goddamn nerves, dude. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, you're pretty fuzzy.
I know, it's back.
You're pretty fuzzy.
It's back.
Eddie's back.
Dan, is there anything specific, even if it's not DJ related? Here's the thing: is I'm a little mad at the podcast because we said, all right, we're not going to make this 100% DJ focused. It's about 76% DJ focused. So if we can get it down to about 25%, that'd be amazing. So we'll let Demand sit here and think of something to talk about. Dude, this is the worst show ever. So
no, it's
Demand,
not. Nope, the Duocast is still the worst show ever.
Oh, bro, we were so tired. We had done like 70 weddings in like 3 weeks, and we were just like fucking burnt. I think it's the lowest listened to podcast we have.
No doubt. Easily.
You know what?
What, Demand?
Let's take some calls. Let's go to the lines instead, and we'll get...
That's a good idea.
Who's in charge of that?
Idea.
Shorty?
That's a good idea.
Shorty, go to the lines. Let's take some calls. Guys, call in right now and tell us what you want us to talk about for the rest of the show.
I mean, we could call somebody. Hold on.
Let's see what I get.
Can we?
Never mind. I thought that was going to be a fake phone call. It's just some guy singing a song about have you ever faked a phone call because you want to avoid awkward small talk with someone that you.
No, I think I'm in like already like burnt out mode just from things are finally starting to.
You feeling the burn?
I feel like things.
You feeling the burn?
Yeah, I mean, working nonstop on the weekends and the I'm right in between meetings. I legit hung up from a Zoom from a meeting, and I'm like, let me jump on here, and thinking I'm gonna be in the green room for a little bit, and I pop right in.
You're right in it. You're right in here, buddy.
Can you guys hear this? Can you hear that?
Yep.
Who are you calling?
Okay.
prank calling? Is that what we're doing? Do we have a new segment?
I don't know. Let's just fucking try it. Whatever. Probably not going to answer.
Is it Justin Reed?
Not going well.
No. He doesn't listen to the show. Why would I call him?
To get him on the show.
Whoever you are
Your
calling
call
is not
has
picking
been.
up.
Oh, I better not say that.
To an automatic voice messaging system.
Who doesn't set up their fucking... Hang on. Let's try this.
Who leaves voicemails, dude? I've gotten 2 voicemails in 24 hours, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? You can't trust him.
Shouty.
Hey, man. Listen, we're on the podcast right now. We don't really have much to talk about, so we want to have you on.
You're on the podcast right now, and you want to bring me on.
Kevin, can
Am
you
I on
hear him?
FaceTime?
Yeah. Who is it?
No, I'm not on FaceTime.
They don't know who
Yeah,
this
can you
is. They don't. Can you hear Kevin? Can you hear Kevin in demand?
Hello?
I can't. I can only hear you.
Oh shit.
You've got to figure this thing out before you
It's
bring me live on the
Nate.
podcast like this, bro. I'd love to talk to you, though, Shorty. I'm on the
Is that
phone
Nate?
with Jen Roush, Glenn Roush.
It's
Jim
Nate!
Nelson,
It's Nate
Dustin,
Nelson!
the DJ. I got Mateo.
Why am I not on?
Jim's want to be on the podcast.
Why am I not on the boat?
She gave Kevin a date. I did give Kevin a date.
Shorty.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I got a lot of things. They can't hear me.
Ooh, there's Starbucks on.
All right.
Yeah, hello?
All right.
Hello?
Well, you guys. Okay. You
All right,
guys.
this
are drunk.
is going great. This is going great.
Yeah,
Enjoy
so-
your
No,
day.
we're not drunk.
But you can't hear Kevin in demand.
No.
Not Nate Nelson, though.
We've got Justin the DJ out here. We've got DJ Nate Nelson.
What the
out
fuck?
here.
He's supposed to
We've
be
got
on
Jen
Twitch in
Nelson.
15 minutes.
We got DJ Glenn Rouse.
And Glenn's telling her to stop. Thank you, guys. This is gonna be on TikTok and on Instagram Reels. I can already tell you right now.
Hey.
With the words going over it.
Yeah. Sure. Hey. When's the hot cues? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Hot Q's is coming, bro.
Ah,
Tony's
fuck
been
you.
in
No,
New
the
York.
same like the fucking Graham Fam shirts. What are we doing?
Shorty, I'm bringing you the Graham Fam shirt to AC.
You're coming to
I told
AC?
you.
Okay.
Yes, Shorty. Kevin,
Yo,
you guys
yo.
can hear it first here.
You
Fair
date-
Street, Flow Trip. You guys need to get there soon.
You guys debut the Hot Cues podcast in AC.
I'm not debuting it in AC. We're starting podcast next week.
I don't believe you.
It'll be live next week.
I don't believe you.
Bullshit.
Trust me.
Bullshit. Believe it when I see
Kevin-
it. Believe
Kevin
it
says
when I see
bullshit.
it.
All right, Mateo's in the water. I got to drive the boat. He's got to surf.
Right back.
Uh,
Sorry you couldn't hear that. I don't know why. I don't know why you
Martha!
couldn't talk back.
It's your routing,
You know what I love about Nate is it doesn't matter what he's doing. He picks up the phone.
right?
I called him one day. I FaceTimed him one day because I needed some business advice. I called him and he didn't answer. And within like 3 seconds, he like FaceTimes me. He's like, "Yo, man, I'm driving down the road. What's up, man? How you doing?" And just like for 30 minutes, he's on FaceTime with me, like helping me out with whatever I needed. He's on a boat, man. He's in
Right
the
now.
Do
middle
those
of
guys
Texas.
all live like
Yeah.
near each other?
Yeah.
Because I'm so like, I was gonna say it's so cool that they're just doing stuff that's not DJ related. Because like I feel like our company's so spread out. Like when we get together, it's like
Yeah, man. But it's different down there because
yeah.
I mean they're not all right next to each other, but they're all
But I
within
mean,
like
Texas-
half an hour
yeah,
of each
Dallas-
other. So
Dallas Fort Worth is, if you're within
They-
30 minutes of each other.
they just have everything so built on the idea that like the more we work together, the more we play together, the better we're gonna get along together. And obviously they all have their like head butting ways, but they solve it the way Texas solves a lot of their problems.
How's
Aggression.
that?
No, I mean they're just
By banning abortion and carrying guns.
yeah,
everywhere.
they'll just be like, "Yo, Tony, shut the fuck up because that doesn't make me happy." And Tony will be like, "All right, pussy," and then that'll be the end of the conversation, and it's over. And that's
I'm just jealous. I'm just jealous because like I think the southernmost people in my company are Seth and Nick, and from the distance from them to like Christian, who's like the furthest north, is probably like 3.5 hours
Yeah.
from door to door. Like
there's
you're
no
talking
just
southernmost part of New Jersey to the most north. Like it's just crazy how spread out we are.
You know what's funny though is
no
that you
weekly
got like
get-together.
you guys will talk about, oh, I'm DJing, like you go to like Cape May or AC or whatever, and that's an hour and a half, 2 hours from me, right? And Demand will sit here and have this conversation with me, like, oh yeah, I got Cape May this weekend or AC, and it's 2 hours, 2 hour drive, 2 hour back. bro, my guys, like, they're like, God, 45 minutes. Like, what the fuck? Like, they're like,
Bro, I drive
they're
45 minutes to get my hair cut.
right. I'm like, guys,
Like-
and I had to explain to them, like, dude, there are guys that literally drive, an hour to the office, pick up some gear, and then drive 2 more hours to, a wedding venue to DJ the wedding, and then drive, 2 hours back to the warehouse to drop the gear off, and then an hour back to their house. I'm like, that's their day. So I was like, a 45-minute drive, is pretty cake, relatively speaking. And with most of our weddings here in Greenville, Texas, they're right up the street, like 10, 15 minutes away. Nobody caught that.
Yeah. I mean, we
Greenville,
I got it.
Texas.
Yeah.
Greenville, Texas.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening to you.
Yeah, my day it's crazy, but I always add on an extra, 30, 45 minutes because you never know with traffic, stuff like that, especially with us going down to the shore on the weekend, like forget it. So this week, Friday, I'm in LBI, Long Beach Island. It's like an hour and a half drive. I have to allow, it's on a Friday. I have to allow at least 2 hours to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, if not more. Kevin, it's right across the street from that other place.
Holiday Inn with the sneakiest wedding venue in the back ever. Oh my God, that place was cool.
Yeah, it's legit. Like, is it a Holiday Inn? There's this venue. It's like you would just think it's a normal hotel, and then all of a sudden it's like this. You go in the back, and it's like this beautiful there's a big ballroom, and then like a beautiful like side room, then everything.
And then you open doors, and it's right next to the pool, and you have to use those bathrooms right there. So you're literally stepping in chlorine as you're waiting to pee. Like
it is just funny how, like, again, you guys travel so much, and we had a wedding a couple weeks ago, and like traffic is not nice here sometimes, like it is the bitch, and I sat in like a part of like the interstate for like 35 minutes, just like slow poking along, and I almost wanted to complain with like Sam in the car, like fucking traffic, and then I remember Demand, I'm like, he 2 hours to get somewhere, but then maybe 45 minutes for traffic, and especially when you go into the city now, $70 just to park your van, and so trying to keep all that in mind. But yeah, it's funny because Charleston, South Carolina from us is 3, which is in your world, you're probably like, yeah, I'll go to Charleston and DJ and then drive back to Greenville. Like, not a huge deal. For us, we're like, that'll be $7 billion for us to travel down there and $7 billion to travel back. Like,
Dude,
Columbia's an hour and a half. Columbia, South Carolina, our state capital, is an hour and a half. And all of us up here in Greenville are still like, yeah, we're good.
Dude, we do 2 hours, no questions asked, like travel time.
Do you guys do travel fees, though? Or are you guys like, all right,
Anything over,
outside.
so like, yeah, you Google map it, you take the fastest route from the clock office. Anything over like if it's 2 hours and 7 minutes, I think, we'll be okay. But anything like
Sure.
closer to 2:30, yeah, if you want to get
hours.
a hotel room instead, but honestly, like, I know I'm not big on like staying after a wedding. I'm like, I'm all hype. I'm going to use this energy. I'm going to get home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a wedding 3 hours away. It's on the other side of Charlotte, North Carolina. And I'm actually excited, man. I know it's a little further away from obviously us, but it's just like, I can tell it's going to be one of those weddings where I should probably hire a videographer to come out with me and just, hang out, because it's going to be one of those. But
well, you want to capture the fact that you're getting out of your area too, that's a big selling point for you guys.
But 3 hours
People want
is,
travelers, Bro, look how many people got booked for weddings all over the country just because, they were discovered over COVID,
Sure. Yeah.
Got people, and obviously DJ companies pull people out to go and help in certain areas and stuff like that. I've had a lot of people reach out to me. I just never did it because if I do something like that, I want a whole weekend to go out and do it, Like, I don't want to just be like rushing back from, Bob Hickman, right? He asked me to come out at one point, and I was like, dude, I really wish I could, but I have at least one that's got to keep me here every single weekend. So I just don't have the time, unfortunately. So love you, Bob. Thank you for the shirt and everything. You the man.
Hey, Demand talked about like doing things outside of DJing and music. So are we all just entrenched in music 24/7? Are we doing stuff that just like, we put all the music away? Like, what are we doing? We dropping burritos on the kitchen floor? Like, What's happening when we're not DJing? Not all at once.
Not a whole lot, clearly.
For me, it's if I'm not DJing, I have a couple. I love spending time with my dogs and just going out for walks and especially because I'm sitting in this chair so much. Either I'm doing meetings here, or the other thing that I love doing, which we all love, is gaming too. It's in the same chair on the same monitor. I just unplug the HDMI out of my work computer and plug it into my DJ one. There you go.
Why are we not just getting an HDMI splitter? What are we doing?
I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, same here. But yeah,
because if he gets a splitter, then he's gonna want a switcher, and then all of a sudden a switcher costs almost $200, and then he's just gonna buy an ADA Mini Pro, which is $600.
We're done buying stuff.
I'm gonna buy him one for Christmas. Like that's gonna be his Christmas gift.
Stuff.
Is that what we're getting for Christmas? $600 video switchers, Shorty?
No, not that expensive. No, he's not that good of a friend. Like maybe like a $50.
I just want the XLR.
You could literally just buy another
I
monitor
just want the
for
XLR
cheaper
go.
than buying an HDMI switcher.
But yeah, back to the question. I mean, we love gaming. We do that a lot. But yeah, I'm in this chair so much that I do try to go out for walks with the dogs in between meetings and stuff like that. And then for me, my biggest thing is, I don't listen to music in cars or anything like that. I'm a comedy fan. We talk about that a bunch too, in our personal lives.
So that's why you listen to this show? See, listen, when I sit down, some people say I'm funnier.
You're not. This is a terrible angle that you're taking on this joke already. Yeah, thank you.
It's not your joke.
It's a nice chair. It's a nice chair.
But yeah, no, I'm big in comedy.
Do you have any new hobbies, Demand? Anything you've gotten into more recently? I ask this because I started appreciating cigars again. So I really that is such a great thing. So I got the little ones, little Tatiana size stuff that I like to smoke one of those on the way back from a wedding because it's just it's just literally just a $3 congratulations for finishing this wedding type thing, especially this.
I actually have a neighbor who's a little bit older than me, but we just recently started just talking when we pass or whatever, and then one of his friends is a DJ, so one night, late night, we both pulled in at the same time and start talking, but he is always outside smoking cigars. I never smoke cigars, and I was just waiting for the next time that I come back from a wedding where they have a cigar roller there, so I could be hey, I got us 2 cigars, let's because I've been needing to sit down and just talk to somebody that's not a DJ, which doesn't happen too often. So
right, I know, man.
Yeah, I think we're gonna hopefully that'll happen soon, and I can do that, but new hobbies?
I don't know anything new that you're doing.
This is the toughest topic we talked to. New.
Man, you cook a
hobbies.
lot, right? You like cooking?
I do. I'm not great at it, but I do those box meals. So for years I did Blue Apron.
Wait, what kind of apron? Blue. Yes. Organically.
Oh wow.
And
throwback, right, Shorty?
And now with the whole vegan thing, I'm on the purple carrot. So that's the new box meal, but I
don't have a purple button.
Purple.
Go XLR, baby. I can't speak highly enough of these things.
I want one so bad. But yeah, I cook. I get these boxes every week. It's 3 dinners a week. And it's easy. You follow the directions. You don't need any extra ingredients except for oil, salt, pepper. And they all take half an hour to an hour. And I don't know. I enjoy it because I'm not good. I can't just come up with stuff off the top of my head, or else it's just pasta or grilled chicken or something. But now it's I have different stuff, and it's. I mean, me and my wife, Lauren, she works in a comedy. It's Friday, Saturday, we're both working. We don't do dinner together. So I have these 3 meals a week, And then that leaves 2 other meals for like, either maybe we'll grill something or we'll go out to eat one night or we're working or whatever and we have to do something quick. So, but like I'm able to handle like cooking 3 meals a week and that's pretty much what I do at home, and then we figure out the rest of it. But it's just I enjoy it. She doesn't cook with me or anything. Some couples like do it together. She wants no part of cooking. She likes to bake, not cook.
Yes. She does have a lot of baking stuff. I remember that specifically. She's got all the toys, right?
She just made like banana bread, and I'm like trying to lose weight, and she keeps baking things. It's not good, but yeah. So I cook, she bakes.
You know who else has meal prepped meals? Kevin is
Who
our
is
sponsor for today.
that, Shorty?
Gamer-fuel.com.
Gamer-fuel.com. Everybody, I'm actually on their partnership website. It's called Eat Clean Bro, but you can actually, if you go straight to gamer-fuel.com, you can find the link right on their homepage.
Eat Clean Bros by me.
Are they?
It's like the big blue font, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're based out of like Freehold, New Jersey. Those guys. I mean, my buddy Scally does all like the video content for them and stuff like that.
Oh, for real? Do you have a connection to them too?
And they run it out of a catering hall. Whenever I go to this one catering hall, I'll go stop by and just pick up some meals because they have them in the refrigerator there. They're great. They're like
holy crap.
Yeah, Eat Clean Bro. Like, and I'm not even kidding. Like, I did not know this. This is not an ad. They have
this is a true ad though.
They have all different options too. So like, if you're trying to cut or if you're trying to like bulk up, like they have protein ones. They've got ones that are better for just losing weight. But dude, they're really big around here. I always see the trucks. They have these trucks that are like air conditioned trucks, I guess, and they're just constantly around the neighborhood dropping stuff off. I see them all the time.
So
I know Jeff actually, I think, used them for a while.
They're dangerously good looking.
They have a New Jersey kitchen and Freehold, and then they have a Atlanta, Georgia kitchen, which is an hour and a half from where I'm at. So, I mean, they deliver, right? Yeah.
I mean,
that's their whole
Freehold to York. They said is fine.
So the boxes that I do are like you have to cook it. Those are like just throw it in the microwave and you're good.
Just meals. Yeah.
It'll be like.
So wait a sec.
You're talking about $10 options, like.
Yeah. So
$13 options for lemon chicken and orzo, like.
So you're sponsored by Gamer. You're sponsored by gamer-fuel.com.
Correct.
Use the promo code DJ Hot Kevin. I want to be sponsored by eatcleanbro.com because the food looks fucking incredible.
Let's link it up, man. Their tagline is
the same thing.
No, that's not him. I think he's just talking. They have bro points, dude. Bro merch. I just love. Oh, dude. These shirts. Like,
they got billboards all over Jersey.
It's just built on a good idea, and same with Gamer Fuel. It's like literally, and this is why I love advertising for them. I'm almost done with my first bottle of the supplements, which actually today is the first day. Because I was just like, I was so tired when I got back this morning that I was just like, fuck this. I'm just not even going to take it. I'm not going to waste it today. But and it's weird. It just feels weird without it this morning, And I probably would have felt fine if I just took it. But it's just, it keeps motivating me to work out. I wish I had waited to get their personal little home gym. Have you guys seen like those little home gyms that are all the rage right now? They're like an $80 thing that you stand on with just a bunch of bands and like push up holes and stuff like that.
No.
Yeah.
All of my Instagram ads are for computer parts now.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, but so get meals delivered through Gamer Fuel to go to Eat Clean Bro and just make sure if you want coffee, if you want gamer glasses, which mine are sitting right here. I just can't wear them on the podcast because they're so blue reflecty that you can't even see my eyes.
Wait, they're what color?
Oh yeah,
blue blockers. But yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, man, there's just so much on there, right? Love it.
Yeah, I love it. I want again, eatcleanbro.com. If you're listening, I would like to, be a endorser of your product. Kevin's got gamer-fuel.com. Promo code DJ High Kevin to check out, and you can receive up to 65,000% off. I'm just kidding. It's not.
Gamer-fuel.com.
You almost kind of sounded like Alex Jones just then.
That's literally what it's copying, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you sound like.
What's that called? What's his thing?
Infowars.
Hang on. Infowars.com. Infowars.com. I'm going to clear that one because I'll never use that again.
Yeah, we probably should not use that ever again. All right.
90
Kevin,
minutes in. Let's get to this the fun shit.
We do it every single week. It's 2 segments, and I also have a segment of my own, Weird News, this week.
Do weird news. Do weird news.
You want to do Weird News first?
Yeah, because we never get to do it. And
Sure. All right, we'll do Weird News, then What the Wish Is That, then Dad Jokes, and then we'll get the hell out of here on the Shorty and Kevin thing show. This is a really simple one. So here's the thing. We're all younger, at one point where we're in college and we're hanging out, and maybe we get to loving and touching in with a girl in a car. Anything ever happened like that with you guys? You ever back when you were younger, made a passenger seat, you pulled over for some loving?
I've got 2 good stories, but not for today.
So this woman had a little sexy time with a man in his car. The man had an STD. What do you think happened?
She got an STD.
Okay, that's a given. Demand?
I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Yeah, that's what I would.
Okay. And that's what you think. You think,
wait, was it in her car or his car?
It was his car.
Okay.
So
Did
they
the
had
car get an
sexy
STD?
time. Say it again?
Did the car get an STD?
No. So, here's the thing. Sometimes, in life,
All the lights
you
are
make
blinking.
mistakes, and you get gonorrhea or whatever. I haven't. I'm a virgin. So
Clearly.
this is what boggles my mind. She got the STD. She's like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
She has sued his insurance company, Geico, because they were in his car. What do you think the final outcome was?
Oh, God, that's just dumb enough for it to work. She totally won, didn't she?
How?
I
How
need to hear
much-
this whole thing.
Here we go. How much did she win, Kevin, first?
I looked. I saw the number, so I can't guess.
Then don't say. Demand, how much do you think she won? She did win her lawsuit against Geico over the Geico versus STD situation.
I mean, can it be more than doctor bills? Like 5,000.
What do we know what STD it was, first off?
I am not aware of what it just said STD.
I feel like that would change a lot,
You could do a quick Google search if you'd like, but I only saw where it said she just had an STD. She sues Geico. She wins the lawsuit because she was in the man's car, and the court awarded her from Geico $5.2 million.
That's insane.
So I need to get on a dating app and hang out with a girl in her car, and what's the worst could happen, right? You scratch a little bit, but you get 5.2 mil.
Look for the
Like,
girls
that's
that
like
hula hoop. I feel like they have STDs.
There
That's
has
like
to be more to that story.
I know.
That's like the coffee at McDonald's. Like, the coffee's hot. Like, you're going to get in the car with this man, and there's a chance that,
Oh, wait. She got HPV, though. That's like the worst one, isn't it?
I'd say.
I don't know. I don't have it.
I'd say HIV is pretty bad.
Aren't they the same
HIV's
thing?
HIV and HPV are very different.
I don't know anything about sexual transmitted diseases because I didn't pay attention in health class.
I just had my yearly review for my insurance, and they offer you those extra options. Like, do you want flood insurance or, natural disaster insurance on top of it? Like, I've never heard of a STD insurance policy on top of that.
So for all the other people that have gotten diseases, like, do I have to sue Sealy, Serta, and Simmons? like I gotta sue the Otis brothers if I bang in an elevator? Like,
Sleep Number's got a stacked legal team. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah. Sleep Number's gonna have just one sleep number pretty soon. They're gonna be all out of the other one.
Yeah, she was worth $5.2 million. And so, she's walking around, hurting, but hey, she's got $5.2 million in the bank. So
Yeah, nobody wants to bang her still, But so wait, was that was in 2017 that she was banging him, and this all just came to fruition.
Yeah.
It was in a 2014 Hyundai Genesis. That's how he got laid. The guy drives a Jenny. That's the only reason. I actually have some weird news too, Shorty. That's why I wanted you to go, because I found this one article.
Sure, go for it, man.
Window aisle or pink eye? Double-decker Airbus seating design leaves many millennials questioning.
I saw this, and I don't know who thought this was a good idea.
Leaves many millennials questioning if they're as fond of eating ass as they claim to be. Coming from official.agnew on Instagram. I had to pull this up. It's just ridiculous.
So I saw this, and for those that are just listening and not watching, the best way to describe this is you're on an airplane and you're sitting in a seat with your legs fully out, almost like you're almost kind of laying, but in like a lounge chair. But then above you, someone else is sitting there. So basically their ass is in your face. And if they, have had, I don't know, little beans or something, might not go well for them. Who thought this was man? Is this an actual thing? Like they're rolling this out?
I don't know if it's an actual thing yet. It might still be prototyped. I didn't really read too much into it because. Okay.
No, this is legit.
Why are only the millennials
that was
questioning?
Yeah,
I saw this week.
Actually, do I have it bigger?
It's going to be as bad as we think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be that one person that ate at the Mexican restaurant in the airport. Which, look, Mexican food's amazing. It's one of my favorites. But I don't think you should eat it before an airplane ride, especially if your butt is going to be face level with someone else. This is a terrible design.
Just don't really eat too much before you get on an airplane at all. Like, people need to practice some airplane things, like just
airplane.
Like when at the end when people get up and they start like getting their bags.
That I don't understand.
It's like, yo, just sit down. Nobody's going anywhere until we can go
and you're
somewhere.
In the back. Like, they're in the back, and they're
in
like,
the back, and they're grabbing their bags. Like, what's your bag gonna go run away? It's right there. You're gonna see anyone. It's like the people. Also, so you guys as DJs, we have to dismiss tables for buffets sometimes, right? Hate to do it. It's become so few and far between that I don't really mind it as much anymore. But it's like, that last table is always grilling you. Like, oh, you're just going to save us for last just because we're table number 22? It's like, yeah, that's how numbers fucking work, dude, okay? But also, you can go, everybody can go stand in line, but I'm actually trying to be nice to you and have you wait while you're seating instead of while you're standing. So chill the fuck out.
Dude, like, being a guest at a wedding is like, I know there's table numbers, but in reality, like, if you just went up and went to the bathroom and then just got in line, I don't care enough.
Nobody's going to stop you.
I'm not the fucking buffet police. Yeah.
I do everything possible to avoid that. I try to convince the staff, like, hey, can you just go walk around and tell the...
We have planners that are like, don't announce names or numbers. We'll take care of it. Like, just tell them, like, hey, there will be somebody coming around dismissing your table. And that's on, like, the beginning of his dinner starts, and then that's it. But going back to the airplane thing, the other thing I don't like is, first off, like you said, like, people getting up and trying to get their bag. But just even standing up. Like, what are we all standing up in the chair, like, between the chairs? Like, what are we doing here? Just sit the fuck down.
Just relax. Sit down. We're not going anywhere, so don't go anywhere.
Unless there's
hurry
a
up
fire.
And wait. Yeah, it's like the people that are racing to red lights. You're like, yo, I'm just gonna slow roll here, save a little fuel economy, get there in my own time.
The one thing I do hate about traffic is, and it's more here than it is up there. When the red light turns green here, and I've noticed this. The red light turns green, and they're like, oh, it's green. Oh, I should probably hit the gas. Oh, I need to press the gas. So they go, like, really slow.
You got to finish
and
this.
Right, I guess. But with my uncle, I ride with him like Jersey, and like the second that fucking red light turns green, we're at the next fucking intersection. Like we're like,
Yeah.
And that's everybody. There's not a single person in Jersey that sees the green light and they're like, well, I guess I think I should go. Like,
Yeah.
dude, around here we have a red light by our office. You have to turn left to get on the interstate, and it literally is like Justin and I both share this complex. And we both have talked about it where the red light will turn green and they do like 4 miles an hour turning left as though the car is going to tip over if they drive. Like, I don't understand
Now,
it.
if
Like,
Demand
just
is
hit
in his van, it could very well tip over if he takes a left turn
I'm
too
not
hard.
asking them to do 60. Just
No,
do,
of course not.
Do
Just
70.
move!
Just kidding. Yeah.
Left
so
lane
bad,
stuff on the highway here, and that's like the South trickling up. It's always the Maryland people, the Virginia people that don't realize that the left lane has a purpose.
Yes.
But now, like in certain places, like on the Turnpike, there's signs that say "keep right except to pass." I'll literally get in front of them because they show up like every quarter mile or something like that. I'll get in front of them. I'll slam the brakes on. I'll stick my hand out the driver's window, and I'll just be
They
like,
don't get it, though.
Can
They
you?
don't
And then they still sit there. And
Right.
they still sit there.
Because they see they're doing 70 and a 70, and they're like, I'm doing 70.
I'm doing
and
what
that
I'm
happens
supposed
around
to be doing.
here. It happens around here, but it's even worse. So like the speed limit will be 70 here, and they're doing like so I don't know. Do you guys have minimum speeds up there or no?
Yeah, sort of.
Some roads have, yeah.
So we have a max speed of like 65, and the minimum speed on most 65-mile-an-hour roads is 45.
Yeah.
Like that's a 20-mile difference.
Wow.
And you're in the left lane, and you're just like, it's cool. I'll be in the left lane. I don't need to. We have 7 other lanes we could pick from. Traffic around here is my worst. Like if you hit a nerve, which you have right now,
Clearly.
traffic in the South is fucking terrible, and I hate it.
And then
I
you
don't
got
understand.
Demand driving like Seabiscuit over here. Because he was blind in one eye too, the guy. Tobey Maguire. In that movie.
Demand, by the way, I went up to see Demand last year. We had dinner or something, and Demand drove. He's an excellent driver. Excellent.
He is a great driver. And he
Great
drives
driver.
perfectly aggressively too,
Yeah.
He's not soft, I do actually. I was trying to get Demand roped into this because he's a good driver, and I've driven with him in the van, and he's he's just an all around good guy, and you can tell a lot.
When I was younger, I was an asshole. I was flooring it, honking, weaving. I was bad, but
Yeah,
You were Jersey.
That's where where you were raised too,
Yeah,
But you are a nice
no.
guy, so I'm a little surprised that you were like that. I don't strike you as that.
Yeah, nah,
Now
I'm not. I mean, unless I'm in a rush, I'm not in a rush. Like unless I'm late to something, I'm just like, I just try to.
Yeah, but if somebody's sitting into green light and they're like,
Dude,
deciding on what foot they should use to hit the gas, like at that point, you get a little annoyed, like
So-
And the other thing, let me tell you something. Let me say something else that fucking pisses me off here. This is disgusting. Something else that pisses me off, and this happens all the time when we're turning left. There's a red light. And we're turning left. The people on the opposite side, where they have the red light,
Yes.
they don't understand that they're not supposed to just turn right. Like they don't, like, I get there, you can turn right on red, but they don't understand, like, I also need to make sure there's not 70 cars flying at me as well when I need to turn right. It's a disaster down here.
I'm from Jersey. You have to You have to elaborate.
Yeah,
What is
they
this
don't have. They
turning
have
left
jug
thing you're
handles
talking
in
about?
Jersey.
Okay, so jug handles everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, literally, we just said jug handle, and there's
We don't turn left in Jersey.
people. Like,
This
looking up what a
episode
jug
brought to you by the New Jersey Department of Transportation.
So my brother lives in Myrtle Beach, and obviously from Jersey, and lived in New York for a while too. So he brings that like New Yorker driver
my
energy to Myrtle Beach, and I'm like, you have to stop being such an aggressive driver. Like he's legit like screaming at people, like
Yeah.
weaving, and I'm like,
Yeah,
you got your kids in the back, like chill out a little bit. He drives like he's in Jersey in South Carolina.
So,
Yeah.
by the way, I only know of one jug handle. Like, there's only one by my aunt's house. There are left
No.
turns in New Jersey. Like, but we have. Do I know? we basically have like a turn light, so it'll tell you like turn left. Are we in a different like world? You guys don't have those up there? You do.
Yeah.
You turn light, you turn left,
yes.
right? Correct?
Yeah, but Jersey is very like they pride themselves on their jug handles, dude.
Dude, the jug handle's the greatest thing that's ever been invented. I think they should be everywhere.
It's an exit ramp for life.
A left turn.
Yeah.
And it
It's
prevents
great.
accidents. I would opt for
But
jug
it also
handles all
creates
over.
lights because then you need to do like the turn-based thing.
But here's the thing. This is how dumb people are in the South. Like, and I don't care if anybody in South Carolina's listening to. You're fucking dumb. They started putting in roundabouts
circles are the
here.
Oh,
they're
God, no.
We'll do roundabouts, right? Kevin, I'm not making this up. They
Traffic
did a
circles. You
roundabout.
can't even call them roundabouts
Yeah.
because people are too dumb to realize that it's a fucking road. Traffic circles.
Okay, traffic circle. Kevin, this is a true story. The news channel's helicopter was flying over the roundabout, the traffic circle, right? Okay. They're like, we're opening it. So they open the circle, the channel's live on the news coverage. This 18-wheeler comes along, doesn't turn left or right, goes straight over the fucking middle of it. Like, doesn't even understand that that's not how this
Me
works.
in Grand Theft Auto. Like, that's how I drive in Grand Theft Auto. He's taking that shortcut between the statue and the bushes, you know. Like, and he's got to complete the mission to get the fucking gold stars, man.
Dude, the news anchors were like, and the traffic circle
Oh
is
my
finally
God.
open in Anderson. And then all of a sudden this 18-wheeler goes over and they're like, all right, and we're going to go to break and be right back. And then, of course, they come back. There's 9,000 police officers there. You know, the truck
fire.
is stuck in the media. Yeah, okay, you got to get off this traffic stuff or I'm going to have an aneurysm.
I can
Seriously.
see that. I can see that.
We are really attacking the heavy issues today of traffic.
Yeah, we're really hitting the stuff that, especially that we have the power to help fix.
But here's like, and I explain this to people here. One last thing, we'll go to What the Wish, is that I say, look,
We have to get off of this traffic subject. But wait,
What are yellow lights? What's with yellow lights, right? Can we just get rid of them altogether?
just green and red.
Pedestrians. Can't we just build pedestrian bridges on every road?
Like I literally say, I don't understand that Greenville's not a major city in any way, right? It's not in Atlanta. It's
Demand,
not in
you ready?
Philly.
am I ready?
I muted him. You're back, Shorty.
Such a dick. I say this all the time. Like, I don't understand how Greenville's not a major city. It's like, you know, it's not in Atlanta. It's not a Charlotte. It's not a Philly. But yeah, I could drive in Philadelphia. I have
Many hours later.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not
Trying. There's Shorty.
What?
Get him.
What the wish is that?
Oh, shit. There it is.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, What the Wish is that is brought to you by... Wait, what? No.
Man
No.
texted me. I'm so bored.
You know, I'll call Nate Nelson back up. We'll have him on the show.
All right.
Okay.
Full screen if you need to see a little better there, Demandy.
Demand, what do you think this is?
Expand frame. I want to say it's like a soundproof workstation type of thing, but I know there's got to be more to it than that.
Nope. That's it.
Oh,
That's it.
Oh.
I just put commercial furniture, acoustic, movable home silence, office, soundproof, working phone, booth, pod. But what the fuck about this looks movable?
You know, that'd be great for gaming.
Of course it would, Shorty.
So, like, you know, you're not bothering people in the house when you scream.
No, that's a
at
good. See,
people
that's a
that
pretty
kill you.
good point, and that's what I was like this is just like the fabrication of like the cone of silence from Get Smart, right? You know, like I guess you know it's like you don't have to soundproof a room. I think it's pretty cool.
is there
But I
ventilation?
was just no, actually, someone has to be in there, and then they stack another office on top of you, and they put their butt right in your face, so you just sniff their farts all day. No, DHgate gadget. It's just like everybody. I'm just getting all these ridiculous like advertisements for products now. I don't know if they must like track the fact that I'm screen capturing all of them.
You know what you
But-
need? You need to create like a dummy Instagram where you're looking up all this Wish stuff so it doesn't actually show up on your actual.
I'll just use Radio Shorty podcast.
I mean, you could, to be honest. Like,
no, I've got my old one from when I did graphic design work that I could use. But I don't want advertisements anyway. And then I'd have to browse on that one. You know, it all just becomes a thing. So this is a real one, though.
Hold on, let me full screen. Okay, Demand, your thoughts here?
These are inverted ankle holder thingies, so you can.
Yeah.
Like,
wow, this is really fun today, Demand. Thanks, dude.
Wait.
Oh, am I supposed to say things that it's not?
No, you're just not supposed to know them. I'm very impressed.
Wait, that's what it is?
That's literally what it is, yeah.
What did you call it? Ankle what?
They're inverted ankle. Hang on. Yeah, it's like to do like upside down pull-ups, sort of, or like to bleed into your brain more or something.
Oh, okay.
I have a teeter. Teeters are good, by the way.
Oh, is that like the
inversion
like,
table
almost like a
that, like-
medieval thing? Yeah. Inversion tables. That's it, right? Can I sleep on that next time?
We're gonna get a little head rush there, yeah.
Hey.
Is that the thing that goes upside down?
Yeah. It's just, that's why it looks
therapy,
kind
I
of
think it's
familiar.
called.
Like it wraps around your ankles, and then you lean back, and it slowly just brings you.
Why did you get that? If you don't mind me asking.
Does it help your back? I didn't mean to cut.
Yeah, because that's why
No.
my back is the worst. I have arthritis in my lower back, my hips. It's bad. Yeah, from being hunched over from DJ equipment for all these years. Like my damage is done. It sucks. It wasn't from moving equipment. It's just from hunching over.
DJs, put your DJ table at elbow height.
You know what I love is the Toad booth. I
Toad booth's great for
love
that.
the height of the Toad booth and where my computer is. Like my back doesn't hurt anymore. I love it.
Shout out Toad booth.
Yeah.
Seriously, game changer. But yeah, it is, and it is a great height. And I have the arm now. I got the arm from my laptop, so I could bring it in nice and close right to me. I mean, it's helping, but the damage is done. So I tried everything, So, but yeah, the inversion table I got. It helps like for immediate, like definitely like immediate, like right after a gig, I would just go down, go upside down for a few minutes, and you like twist from left to right, and stretches you out a little bit. But I don't think it really did anything too much. And now it's of course buried in my basement, and I haven't used it in forever.
Yeah. Funny story when Santi was first like workshopping the idea of Fader Fitness, right? I was like, that's perfect, dude, because I just had like 5 gigs in 5 days and my back is killing me. And he was like, I don't think you understand this. I thought it was literally because he described it to me, and like you could take it either way. He was like, it's exercises for DJs. So it's like, perfect. I feel like my physical health is the one thing I've been neglecting. And he's like, you're really not getting this, dude. Like, this is fucking DJ like workouts. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I have a comfort mat. I get how you need your body to work. He's like, fuck this. He just ghosted me for 2 years. Like he was done with me.
This is why he doesn't want to be on the show, because he's like, I'm just gonna have to explain
Kevin's
this whole
dumb.
thing to him.
He thinks I'm like, oh god. No, I was actually just watching him on Twitch. I just resubscribed. I've been it was my 1-year anniversary for subscribing to Santi.
What the wish is that number 3, Kevin?
Boop.
What? That is.
The man definitely knows what this is.
No, this one I'm kind of stumped on.
This is actually Wish again, which I love. Yeah.
This looks like a what does that say in the bottom? Something Butterface House. What?
That's just like it says Baby Tree House. It's just like what they the people that sell it are.
This looks like Demand. I don't know.
No, I have no clue.
We know what it looks like.
It looks like a condiment.
Is it sexual?
It has to be.
Can you give us hints?
Is
Is
it?
it sexual?
Okay, hold on first,
Is it?
because what I'm wondering is like.
Shorty, I love it when you describe it to the audience. Can you do that? Just you and the audience.
So let's can we get a little music while I describe? So what I'm looking at is like basically I don't fucking know. I really don't. It looks like a yellow thing with a. It looks so. You know what it kind of looks like is what the Catholic priests wear around their neck. You know, or the little white kind of
the collar
that tucks. Yeah. But then there's like this little yellow circle in the middle.
Oh, but then there's just a condom on the end. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Man, you got any? Guys,
so
I think
Catholic
you're like
priests would use.
I'm stumped. Yeah,
you're overcomplicating this a little bit.
Is it?
Tell us what it is.
Yeah.
They're disposable colostomy bags.
Wait, hold on. You said you're overcomplicating it, and you think we would get a colonoscopy fucking bag? What?
It's a colostomy, first off, not a colonoscopy.
What's the difference?
You put your dick in it and you pee in it.
Oh, so it's like what truckers should wear.
Yeah, it's weird how many times I've brought up like peeing devices on What the Wish, but they're just weird looking, you know.
Logan peed on the show last week. He should have used this.
If he had this, he would not have had to pee on the show last week.
That's not going to work. I don't know how that would fit in there.
Yeah, I know. Well, they have so you can see there's actually two sized rings there. I think you could probably attach, like a 30-pound garbage bag to it or something to man. That would at least get half of you in there.
Put a hula hoop in the middle of that.
Can you imagine? What? Like not when you're flaccid, but when you get hard, it just goes. The width of a hula. I'm gonna cut that.
No, because people are gonna listen to this and then see Demand at DJX, and all they're gonna think is his hula hoop sized penis.
Yeah, right. Do you guys like my new headphones? By the way,
they're okay.
I was tired of wearing my dusty V-Modas.
Sony. My V-Modas just went, and I'm in the market for new ones, actually.
So I did reach out to RCF because I realized the headphones broke in the exact same. These are my favorite headphones that I've ever had. These are the Benny Benassi Iconicas, right? From RCF. The band broke in the exact same spot when I was DJing outside both times. It happened. I just went to take it off my head like this, literally, and I'm so hyper aware of it that I couldn't do it, but it happened anyway. So I just hit them up and I was like, hey, do you guys have the replacement plastic bands on the top? And then I got like my 2 pairs of my favorite headphones instantly right back. I would love that. So fingers crossed. Until then, I don't know. I'm using my old dusty V-Modas. But what are you looking at, Demand? Are you thinking about something specific? Or?
I've had V-Modas for like 2 in a row, and they've lasted forever. They're great.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I wonder if there's something else. Before that, I had the Sennheiser HD25s, which don't look like DJ headphones, but they're the ones that like a lot of the sportscasters wear and everything, and they're great. And they're flexible and stuff. So those 2 headphones are like very like durable and don't break. Every other pair of headphones like immediately just snaps off like right by the earpiece, So I don't know. I saw the Pioneer has like, I think it's like they have one that's like $100. That's like the H5 or whatever.
I have a pair of those.
Stock. I don't know. I was thinking about getting that. I don't, I just want one that's not going to break. I don't. The quality doesn't even really matter that much as long as you could hear it.
Yeah. Gotta get these bad boys.
Bro, fuck it. I'm not spending $500 on headphones.
They're not. They're like $80.
Oh, really?
These?
Oh, I thought those were like the super nice Sonys. I got these for 20. Like I'm at that mode. These were 35% off at BJ's, and I was like, I want 48 eggs right now, so I'm gonna I guess I'll shop for headphones too. But yeah, they were like $20, and right now, just because I've had so many break recently, I'm at that like budget, ball on a budget type. And but yeah, these are just gonna be my like at home headphones. They sound good enough.
Cool.
And they're
all right,
small
Kevin,
and clean.
It's time for you to shine. Let's talk about dad jokes.
Hey.
Hold on, let me get you. We're gonna get you set up to the
Get
dance.
me
Get
my music,
dance,
and I'm gonna
dance
a little bit.
Yeah. His name, is
here
Kevin.
I am.
He's gonna tell some motherfucking dad jokes. Yeah, and I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I got nothing. I really think like I just need to send you this, and you can just like do a little rap to it.
I wonder. Demand, do you know that literally since we did it on the radio, literally on the radio, Shorty still has yet to send me that audio.
That's
not a dad joke. That's just Shorty being annoying. Demand, do you have any dad jokes that you brought to the table?
No, I don't have anything
What
prepared
the
at all
fuck?
for this show.
Demand brought nothing.
He's lying.
My bad. No, I don't. I can Google one really quick, but that's not good.
No, that's not fun. All right, well.
All right, Kevin, dad joke number one, everybody.
My wife left me a note on the fridge saying, "It's not working. I'm at my parents' place." After opening the fridge, I realized it was working just fine.
That was good.
Thanks.
Demand, as always, we like to rate our dad jokes here with DJ Hi Kevin, sponsored by gamer-fuel.com. What would you give Kevin's dad joke about a refrigerator?
2.
What?
Because I saw it coming like from a mile away.
Yeah, that's kind of dad jokes though, so that's why you can never give me a bad score.
You know what they don't see coming is Demand's hula hoop sized penis.
You know what Demand doesn't see coming? 50% of everything. I love you, dude. Hey, real quick, because I have this image pulled up. Demand, do you have so I looked up that feature in Serato that Logan was talking about, where you can't load a track while another track is playing?
Yeah, lock playing deck.
Literally didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times I've done that?
Jeff has that. Whenever I DJ with him, it screws me up.
Okay, cool. So you don't have it on?
No, because,
okay.
Yeah. Maybe when I first started DJing, I always had that on, like in the very beginning. But I mean, especially when you're dealing with records and stuff, I'm not always like even stopping it every time. Like, so
right.
Jeff like swears by it. And,
I'd imagine it would almost.
If my assistant was a little bit, he knows enough about DJing where I'm not worried about him. But like, if I use somebody that like wasn't really a DJ or didn't know anything about it, I might consider leaving that checked on just to kind of dummy proof it, to make sure that they never load the wrong deck. But like, I mean, yeah, that's a good feature, good option to have. I don't need it. It'd slow me down. So, but
it's definitely an option. Yeah, that's sort of, and it's like, the DJ AM mode is really cool in Serato too, right? But now we have Spotify, so like, why would you have DJ AM mode on just to hide track names? Because then, like, you have to go and click it too just to see it. There's there's obviously cool features, But anyway, my kids refused to eat leftover tacos for dinner, so my wife asked me to throw them out. I did. Now I have no idea what to do with the tacos. I'm gonna get another 2 from Demand.
No, well, okay, I definitely saw that one coming, but I also chuckled.
I did too.
But I chuckled at that one, so I'll give that one like a 5.5.
Thanks.
I'm with Demand, 5.5. Yeah, I saw it as soon as you said the kids, and I was like,
yeah, right.
Also, because I've heard every single dad joke you've said so far, and I know that the bar is high.
Yeah, dude, I know. I do. I've got some, and this last one's it's a little bit of a doozy. It's like a 5-line joke, so you're gonna have to, put your seatbelt on real quick. So a man goes to a costume party with nothing but a naked woman on his back. The host, of course, asks him, "What are you supposed to be?" And he says, "I'm a turtle." The host says, "How can you be a turtle when all you have is that naked woman on your back?" And he says, "Oh, her? That's Michelle."
That's like an 8. I like that one.
Yeah.
That was like a 6.
I like that one.
It was okay.
Can you explain your answer, Shorty? Why it's a 6?
I don't think I have to. I just don't want to say that.
Okay. Good enough for me.
Do you have another one, or are you good? You set on dad jokes?
I can tell another one. I
See if we get a little better
I can
than
always
6
tell another one. Nope. No, I can't.
Also, while you search for another one, I want to shout out to DJ. Is it Clive? Is that right?
Yeah.
He did this video on his Instagram, and he panned over to his iPad, and literally Kevin and I could see our podcast just sitting on his Spotify
great.
subscribe list. So if you have not, that would be a good time for you to subscribe, like, and comment to the show on YouTube and Spotify. Leave a 5-star rating on your favorite podcast app because you love Demand, and you want to hear him more and more on the show.
Yeah. No, we love Demand. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows where you are and who you are and what you're from and what you do. So,
big hula hoop guy.
Big hula hoop guy.
Hula hoop guy.
I saw an ad that read TV for sale, $1, volume stuck on full. And I thought to myself, I can't turn that down. There's no way you guys haven't heard that one before. I've told that one a couple
I think
times.
you've told that on the show.
I think I did. That was like the first week. Because then it was the same time that you didn't get this joke, Shorty. Wait, Mike Tyson is a PlayStation guy? I always thought he was more of an Xboxer. You gotta say Xboxer in such a weird way to make that joke like really work.
All right, well, we've lost the audience. Thank you guys for
What's the
listening.
difference between an enzyme and a hormone? You can't hear an enzyme.
That's all.
You've told
That's
that
a
one
classic.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Cool. Thanks for having me.
Any last words? Man, thanks for coming, dude. You're always a safe bet and a good time.
Me, DJ Demand, the safe bet guy.
Safe bet, good times. Good times, safe bets.
This is how we should end. We should just kind of like,
This is it.
All right, well,
Now what?
we've run out of things.
In that dead air that was right before you said this is how we should end it, that's exactly where I'm going to end it. I'm just going to drag it out a little bit more, though.
My favorite.
Unless you guys want to do it right now. Do you guys want to just be quiet for like 5 seconds and then we'll end it?
Okay.
Please remain